Thank you for clocking in. Thank you for clocking in. Thank you for clocking in. Thank you for clocking in.
Hey! Good evening! Hi! Oh my god. Whoa. The hair demon. Hello! Hi everyone! Welcome! How is everybody? How goes it? Oh my god! What is this entity? Hey! Welcome, welcome! How goes it? Happy Thursday? It's been a week. I guess I have things to talk about. It's been a week, so hopefully. But I hope you guys are good. Good evening. First thing I do want to say is if I sound a bit weird, I have like a cut on the very end of my tongue. So it kind of hurts to say certain sounds. So if my S's are a little chunky today, it's because it kind of hurts to talk. But I wanted to stream still. Nothing a little scratch can't stop me to do. Or something. Also, I have a sticky box on my chest. I have a heart monitor on my chest today. You can't see it because of my big smock. That's why I'm wearing my smock today, because you guys wouldn't be able to see it. But in all seriousness, I do have a little thingy on my chest. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to be concerned about, I promise. Basically, I went to the doctor's a couple months ago, and this doctor was like, wow, your heart rate is like high, but you've done like EKGs and chest exams and x-rays and everything, and your heart is fine. It's great. So why is your heart rate high? And I'm like, I don't know. They've been telling me that since I was a kid. And then he was like, you know what? I'm going to schedule you a heart monitor test. Because if you get a test done and it just shows that your heart rate is normally high, or is pretty normal, it's just high when you're at the doctor, that just reveals that it's normal for you. It's just like, he called it, everyone has their weird things. So this could just be your weird thing that's perfectly healthy, but it's just the way you are. Doctor, rip the credit score. I don't even have one of those. We don't have that down here. But you're right, Chimera. I'm fucked. Ugh. This world, they keep trying to beat me down. But anyway, I got a thing stuck to my chest, and I get to take it off in 2 days, but it's not really inconvenient. It doesn't make a sound. The lady explaining it to me, she was like, if you have any symptoms, you just press the symptom button and write it down on this sheet, what your symptom is and what you're doing. And I'm like, I don't have symptoms. I don't have a condition that I know of. Which is really funny because she was like, well then why are you getting this test? And it's like, oh, it's because my heart rate's always high at the doctor and I want them to stop asking me about it. She was like, oh, I get it. Are you playing a super... You know what? I literally said... Chimera, I said in the Discord today, I will be streaming tonight, either Lamplight City or Genshin. I have a heart monitor stuck to my chest, so if my heart rate shoots up from an epic gaming moment, you guys gotta tell my doctor. You guys gotta tell my doctor why that happened. I'll write down on the symptom chart, gaming. Gaming. You figure it out. I'm the opposite of you, Silver. Whoa. To have to deal with sub 90 body temps at times. That's insane. I mean, that's funny that you have other, what some would call ailments that offset it. You're like, it all comes out in the wash. Don't worry, for the most part. But I'm a little bit wonky today with my tongue and my chest, so just keep that in mind. But I did want to talk about some things. First, to all my D&D players, I did get some new dice. Why? Don't know. Because I felt like it. But they were actually pretty cheap, and they're custom ones. Well, no, not custom, but like, we talked about this. Exactly. I now have 4 sets, and here's the thing. The box I bought that I really like, that I customized myself and added stickers and stuff to, only has 4 different sections, so I only can have 4 sets of dice. That's my restriction now. Back what I missed, I was just talking about why I sound weird and why I have a sticky box on my chest. You haven't missed much, Evie. Hello! Sub 90 body temps? It's like you have to have all the blankets on when you sleep. Do you, Silver? Can we confirm that? If you want to share. Completely falling apart, but out at a super accelerated pace. Isn't that all of us? Or falling into place. Positive spin. But yeah, I got some new dice and they're very pretty. I'm excited to use them. So that's cool. It was a gift from my sister. I'm getting my first ever like kind of fully custom keyboard in the mail tomorrow, which I'm quite excited about. My previous driver, like I mentioned, the D key was dying on me, but I still love that keyboard. I have it on the ground right next to me. And so I'm building that tomorrow. We pissing on the moon? We're frying chicken on the moon. That's the second thing. And the other thing is the reason why there's moon shit in the title, like moon comments, is because the new Genshin update happened, and I gotta say, it's cool. It's cool. I haven't gotten to do a lot of it yet, but it's really cool. It's so sick. So I have I'm not gonna try to say that. cyanotic heart defect that was adjusted via surgery when I was infant. I was gonna say when you were infinite. You are an algorithm / AI, so perhaps you are. Due to the fact that my heart rate and blood pressure is extremely low. However, I also have a variation. Oh my god! Under pressure at all times, which keeps. Oh, that's crazy! So the low blood pressure is then compounded with the pressure on your muscular system. So it evens out. The heart rate is still lower, but that stuff kind of evens out. That's so crazy. I didn't know about either of those, but I hope that you are, you know, still taking care, Silver. That's quite fascinating. The piss droplets hit the earth. Not my wife. Yeah, EB already got a 69. Nice. Percent on one of the islands. I have not done a bunch of exploring, but I did start the main Archon quest, and it's like, holy shit. When did they hire the writers from Sumeru back? Low key? No, not really. But the people, like, it feels well written so far for a gacha game, you know? But then again, I know that, like, Honkai has really good story too. But for Genshin, it feels good. For Genshin, it feels good. Fully that. So far, I'm not finished. I haven't even finished the first act. And there's 2 acts that are available. But yeah, so the reason why I put Who Up Stealin' They Moon is because I might do that later. We might not. I know for sure I want to do Lamplight City though, because guys, it's good. This game is good so far. I think they got bullied by how people felt about the Star Rail and ZZZ writing and amped it up with Moika and her region. Yeah, so the thing is, I haven't done Natlan at all. I know pretty much most things that happen there outside of the, like, in terms of the Archon quest. Like, I know the very big beats, because I've seen some of it. But I was too eager to do Nodcry. I actually had planned to do Natlan before I got to Nodcry, but I didn't. I did a lot of world questing, though, in, like, Fontaine and stuff. Some is Liu as well, and Chen Yuvale. But they definitely did get bullied. I mean, they got bullied after Inazuma. In my opinion, it was so trash. And then Sumeru was like, oh my god, they created this cohesive cast of characters. And then Fontaine is like, oh my god, they created this disparate cast of characters that all have different goals and it's cool. You know? They have similar goals, but like... Sumeru's is like, it's me and my wife and my best friend and my homie and my sister, and it's like, we're all here, we're saving this baby. Like, okay. Anyway, Nodcry's cool, and I'm a sucker for anything moon related. Holy moly. So that's why I put that in the title. Also, I'm already sweating. I have a fan kind of on me, so if you can hear it in my microphone, no you can't. No you cannot. Is this gonna work? Do my buttons work today? Oh, that one does. Why does this one not work? What the fuck? Oh, that one works. I haven't fixed these things. Oh! I'm thinking. I'm hiding. Oh my god, I can hide! Yeah, I have heard that Natlan World Quests eat down. That it's really good. It's really good. And the world exploration is good. Oh, here we go, real quick. Boom! Hat on for just a second. Thank God we're beating the teams we're supposed to be beating. Thank God. Thank goodness. By the way, preseason hockey starts this month. Oh my god, and there's a tendril in my face. But basically, speaking of tendrils, I swear to God, if the boys don't pick it up this year, I'm be pissed. I'm not gonna be pissed. I'm not gonna be pissed. By the way, if anyone's new here doesn't know my teams, I'm a Dodgers fan and a Seattle Kraken fan. I like hockey and I like baseball, among other things. Also to everyone who checked in, thank you so much! You get to hear Seat Skull say thank you for checking in. That's the best reason to check in, because he's got such an awesome voice. It's Microsoft Brian. But anyway, preseason hockey starts this month, and on top of that, the end of the baseball season is upon us. I'm nervous. The beginning of the season was like, oh my god, we're so cracked. And then like the last 2/3 have been like, oh my god, it's so over. So I'm gonna leave it here. Then it goes back. It goes back. My hair knows. Anyway, yeah, clap them Chiefs. Does anyone like football here? I do not. I'm not a football fan, personally. It's always fun when you all get excited. Yeah! I figure that Sprout Ball chat is like... It's like watching... It's like how I felt watching the Pokemon World Championship. I kind of knew what was going on, but not really. It was just people yelling, and I was like, yes! Let's go! Hi, Sonic! Hello, hello. Don't bite me. What the fuck? It's not even good. I enjoy football. Who's your team, Chimera? Who's your team? Who are we going first down with? I don't know anything about football. Oh my god, I could tell you what a can of corn is in baseball, but I couldn't tell you anything about football. But I'm still learning hockey. I'm still learning. You like the Packers? Go Pack, go! Go Packers! I saw this car, you guys. I gotta tell you this. This is one of my favorite things, even if it's not that funny to anybody else. I saw this car when I was downtown, and it was this big old SUV, and on the back were only two bumper stickers. The first one on the left said end racism, and the one on the right said go Packers. So now anytime anyone says Packers, I'm like, end racism and go Packers. That's the motto. That's the mantra. Oh, am I zooming in? What the fuck? Let me scroll up and chat a bit. Dark asks, question, do you start the main quest? And if you did, can you rate the intro to Nodcry? I have started it, Dark. I don't know how far in I am into the first part of the Archon quest. I haven't finished it though. We're about to go to the Curatorium of Secrets. That's what I'm about to do. It's good. It's really good. I would rate it pretty highly because they're actually like pacing things out nicely. I won't spoil literally anything, but the way that each character has been used so far, it feels like they're really taking time to like characterize it. And I will say one other thing about it. Because we're so far into Genshin, they can talk about shit that's kind of common knowledge or has been in the lore for a long time, and it doesn't feel that jarring. If you're not into the lore or like read books in the game or like some world quest details, but like if you're kind of paying attention, the shit they say doesn't seem like that outlandish so far. It's not like, oh, of course I would know about this. Like in the previous Archon quest in Mondstadt, Paralogism, some Albedo just says stuff that I'm like, whoa, I think we know that, but like we don't really. We're just learning this now, and it felt like wacky and not bad, but like shocking. This one, it's like still a level of shocking, but it's more on like a... They can still pull from other lore elements from the years that the game has been out, and it doesn't feel absurd. So I would give it a high rating so far. I can't say because I haven't finished a whole chapter yet, but it's really good. Do you think the way they did the camera angles were good? I like it. I like it. Every time you go to a new like spot during the quest, they're like, walk over to this area. Rather than doing a fade to black and then fade back in, or like an instant cut to the characters, they kind of show the area you're standing in and like pan the camera in. I like it. It reminds me of other games. I can't really say which ones, but it reminds me of... I like it. Personally. It just seems different. The fade in and out I didn't love, so I like this, I think. Like a mix, I guess. But I like it so far. But anyway, speaking of Sprout Ball, Evie, when you say Sprout Ball, are you talking about like falafel? Falafel is what I think of when I think Sprout Ball. It's a ball made of fava beans, chickpeas, and herbs. Those are like sprouts. Plant related. With fresh cilantro and parsley. Ooh, that sounds good right now. Falafel sounds good. They're green on the inside. But anyway, we're for sure gonna do Lamplight tonight. Oh, take the hat off. And maybe Genshin later, I'm not sure. Can I dip it in garlic sauce and be extra happy? I'm sure. Like a garlic tzatziki? How about that? fucking love tzatziki sauce. I love it. I am the cucumber diva. I will tell you right now. I love cucumbers. They're so good. And if anyone spins that weird, talk to the hair in my face. Not me. Talk to the hair in my face. Get out of my face. Oh my god. Okay. 25 stream streak. I can't say that from Silver. Let's fucking go. That should give you more points than that. What is that? Congrats, Silver. Thank you. It helps when I only stream like once a week. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I've picked... Ah! Delish. Cucumber kimchi. I could eat a whole box right now. And so could my hair. They're so excited. It's been a minute since I've had Korean food. I need it right about now. This last Korean place I went to, you guys, it was a garlic suyuk. It was like the most tender, just like, I don't know if it was boiled or what. Pork belly with this garlic sauce. And it was just so good. It was so good. Oh yes, Evie, I was gonna ask you, explain this goulash to me. Because I thought you weren't a soup guy. So what's going on here? It sounds delicious, because goulash is full of good, meaty, you know, bits. It's delicious. They opened a K-barbecue. Oh my god, in my town? You gotta go. Hopefully it's good. I've had kimchi in ages. It's not for everybody, for sure, but that goes for any food. I quite like it. But the thing is, out of all the kimchi I've had, kimchi, like cabbage kimchi, is not even my top fave. Like, of banchan, I guess. There's a lot of banchan. I love banchan with bean sprouts, cucumbers, I do like the cabbage as well, of course. But oh, also I had another question for the people, for y'all. This is about video games. You guys know about video games, I think, right? I feel that, Chimera. I'm so scared of cooking sometimes. But that's okay. Going out to eat is expensive. It's more and more expensive, so I get that. Yeah, I don't know, I guess what the for me, goulash is a very, like, it's like a beef stew with a bunch of veggies. Oh, no, it's not. It's, or I guess it could be.
Thank you for clocking in.
It has all different forms, but I just looked it up and it looks like exactly what you're talking about, Evie. Looks good, though. Hi, Zero! Zero, we're winning! Can you believe it? Can you believe it? What was I gonna say? I was talking about kimchi, probably. Anyway, delish. About time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought, Evie, but I've seen multiple different photos here, and so is my hair. Some with pasta, some without. From different regions like Hungary and Germany. It's very different. I'm still okay. I can't even Zero. I can't. I genuinely put the hat on for 2 seconds. I can't even talk about the last time Yoshi started. He's starting tonight. I swear to God, if they pull that garbage again, any garbage on my boy, lights out. I'm going into the dugout and I'm slugging all of them in the face. Last Yamamoto start could have been peak. And it still could have been, even if he lost a no-hitter, but those two clowns came in, honked their noses, couldn't even juggle, missed the pie throw, and fucking shat on everything. It was insane. It was insane! It was so bad. Anyway, moving on. Hi, Money! Welcome in. Money's dancing. Look at those moves. Hey! To everyone who's come in, who's checked in, who's chatted, who's lurking, hello. Proper wave for you. With my giant sleeve. At least Genshin's okonomiyaki was not wrong or disappointment. No, it was not. Okonomiyaki is so good. It's a bit heavy for me, but it's so good. Thank you for the hydrate. Talking about all this food is making me hungry. I had pizza today. I had pizza and a salad for lunch. I had an apple and some chocolate milk for breakfast. I had a gaming question for you guys, and I gotta remember. Oh, what's the deal with Borderlands 4? It's $70 and has a mixed reviews. What's happening? I don't care about Borderlands, but anytime a new AAA game comes out that I know nothing about, I'm like, okay, so somebody tell me what's going on. I like chocolate milk. Me too. The chocolate milk I had, guys, it's so good. It's so good. It's whole milk though. So it's like a milkshake. Top tier sleeve? Yeah. Do you disagree? Do you disagree? What's funny is that you can see the vines and it doesn't droop down. It just follows my arm, but I think it's cute. From what I read, it's more Borderlands, but just riddled with Unreal Engine 4 bugs. Is this like every AAA release now? They're like, oh yeah, they put on PC. It doesn't run, but they put on PC. Or if it does run, we just pray that it's gonna work. I know nothing about Borderlands, to be quite honest. I just know that someone I used to follow on Vine like 10 years ago used to cosplay Handsome Jack. And that's kind of all I know. It's Unreal devs, indie devs. Exactly! They don't! They don't! They don't have that. That's why, okay. This is a message for EB in chat. For Mod in chat. I really fucking hope that Mabinogi takes its damn time porting us to a new engine. I already am like, it's gonna be cool that it's gonna be like higher fidelity or whatever, but like the crust and the slop that it is now, the crust, not the slop, the crust that it has now, like the old school crust, is so lovely. So the fact that they're going to Unreal is crazy, and I'm just nervous. I just don't want it to be shitty. I see. I don't know what that means, but I see. The structure on the back end doesn't have to change too much. Okay, okay, okay. That's true. More bugs than the jungles of South America. Do you guys have a lot of bugs where you live? Because, oh! I got jump scared by a bug yesterday. It's been 30 minutes, so I'm gonna open the game. But I gotta tell you, I have a screen on my back door because I like to have the door open and let some air in. But not have bugs come in. Duh. This fucking beetle. It genuinely... I thought it was a helicopter. I wasn't in the kitchen where the back door is, and I was like, what is that noise? So I was like near the kitchen, and I came into the kitchen, and I see this fucking beetle, probably half the size of my palm. I don't know. It was huge. For a beetle. It wasn't probably huge for a beetle, but big for a bug that I usually see. We don't have a lot of bugs. And it was like tapping against the fucking screen, and I was like, it can't get in. Is it strong enough to get in? Like, it totally wasn't, but I was nervous. I was like, it was so loud. It was insane. I'm exaggerating, but it was really funny. I was like, this guy's beefy. Like, he's gonna get me. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yelling, and we're gonna stream. We're gonna play Lamplight City to start, for sure. We might do Genshin after, but maybe not. So, let's get into it. Perfect timing with the music. I don't know if we'll have the transition. We won't. We'll just cut. Why did I spend time making this nice transition? What the fuck? It's so mean. Anyway. Oh wait, no, I was gonna pause the music before that started. Okay. Here we go. Gaming. I'm down here now. I don't think beetles are aggressive. Yeah, I don't think they are. I don't think they really give a shit about us. So I figured even if it did come in, it would be like, how do I get out? Like, I grab my notebook. Sorry if I've fallen asleep. Oh, I have. Whoops. I get my pen. I really like beetles, like, conceptually. But I've never hung out with them. Never hung out with a beetle before. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Do. I love this. Tried helping a beetle get back, but apparently it had a busted wing. Oh, that's sad. Poor guy. Poor homie. Like I said, the only, like I think the only bugs that are aggressive to humans are wasps, hornets, and mosquitoes. Bees, spiders, and ants fight back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've never encountered an aggressive, like an outwardly aggressive bee to me. Only time I've seen a bee mad at somebody is if they, like, swatted it and hit it, and then it, like, was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, who do you think you are? Personally, I'm not too afraid of bees. It's just that they're too small to hurt us. Yeah, mantises, yeah. Mantises are kick-ass. Praying mantises. Last time I had a D&D session, I was like, let's play outside. A million mosquito bites. Not even that many, but like, it was noticeable. I was like, fuck, can't do this. Find that baby! Okay. Let's go! Alright, guys. For those who are new to Lamplight City, let me see if I can try to explain. We have completed one case so far. We're on our second case, which is a purloined progeny? Progeny? And a child has been kidnapped. An infant has been kidnapped. I'm watching a lot of these videos on YouTube about an Australian telling me about the messed up creatures in Australia. I've never had an interest in going to Australia. I do know it's a cool place, but they sure got a lot of bugs. Smelling fear. Yeah. Miss, you saw me in the first case. Okay, Silver! Who did you accuse? I acquitted, Guy. And therefore, the real person who was arrested was Madame Dupre. She went to jail. And he and Guy got out of the city because we found the secret room that Madame was hiding her servants in and asphyxiating them in. Did you solve the piano? I did, but here's the thing. I solved the one where you talk to the bird and the bird's like, you say the thing that Madame would say to her servants when, quote, nobody was around, but the bird was around, of course. I was thinking very Twin Peaks there. So I got that puzzle solved. I think she said, yeah, I wrote that down. Mi so fa re in the middle C, and then I did that. It's very dark. It was very dark, and I was really happy I kept pushing, because, like, I remember, I was like, oh, like, Bill in our head says, like, we can just accuse the daughter, because she has good motive. And it's like, I want to keep investigating. And I think Maurice in chat was like, keep investigating then. And I was like, I'm gonna. So yeah, we did that one. Only thing is, I don't know if there's anything else I could have played on that piano or harpsichord. So I only played that. I don't know if there's anything else I could have played on it. But, yeah. We're on to the second case. I was very happy that I kept going and I helped out Guy and avenged his murdered love. Only one solution? Okay, sick. Remember in college, a group of guys were walking and they took up the whole sidewalk. So I walked, grazed a bush that happened to have bees in it. I was just cold about the whole issue, but one of the dudes started freaking out at the sight of bees, so they attacked him. You were like, that's what you get for taking up the whole sidewalk, bro. Did you help anyone escape? Did I? Could I have helped, Amelie escape? Shit, I didn't. If I could have, that would have been sick. But I don't think I helped anybody escape. Because I met Guy in the hotel. And I was like, I'm not gonna arrest you. I just gotta go find this room. And if I come back and you're still here, you're not... Yeah, I got him out. What I have him do? I think I just told him, like, stay here. I'm going to find the room. And then I came back after I found it, and I was like, I found it. I'm not gonna arrest you. I didn't write down any other notes. I just wrote down what people were seeing. But I just know the last thing I said is, like, you can leave the city now. Like, get out of the city. I think he said he'd go south. Apparently you can also still arrest him. Yeah, so there were two options when we finished the first case. It was, there was three people you could say. You could say Juliet, the daughter. You could say Guy Dumas convict, or Guy Dumas acquit. So we acquitted him, which is basically like, hey, he did do it. What the hell? Automod. Chill, chill! And I acquitted him. I just let him go. Because I was like, I fully see why you tried to kill that lady. She sucked. Although there was another instance where I was cleaning out my grandma's shed. There was a baby kitten that freaked out, and there was a wasp nest. I was boxed in with the wasps! That's fucking terrifying. You're like, I'm not here to fight you, and then they were like, sure. I fucking see right through you. Alright, second case. Charles Harris, infant son of the heir to the Harris Construction Company, has been kidnapped. Who did it, and where did they take the child? But here's something we gotta note, guys. For those who weren't here last stream when we started this case, we just started it. We were about to go to sleep. So my main character, Miles, took his medication. The one that, like, is called soporific, and it basically knocks him out. We took our meds. He said it doesn't kick in for about an hour. This couldn't be that long. This case is actually probably dense and important. So we're on our way after taking our meds. Twitch always asks if I want to send that because meat thermometer is apparently a naughty word. You can talk about meat thermometers all you want. It's good to know your temperature of your meat because you don't want to get salmonella. Okay? I think it's important. We also learned about Redites, which are anti-steam tech radicals. And we learned the names of the parents, Malcolm and Miriam Harris, rich owners of the construction company. So let's just go. Let's just head out and start talking to people. It's late at night, which is crazy. Different kind of vibe. Oh, he's so sad.
Mr. Miles Fordham is here to see you, sir.
Very good, Mr. Havelock. Send him up.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Look at him. He has a huge neck.
Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Fordham. I'm Malcolm Harris.
I'm terribly sorry to hear about what's happened, Mr. Harris.
Thank you, Mr. Fordham. You were very highly recommended by Miss Upton. She said you'd be able to solve this faster and more discreetly than the police. I admit it's a rather unorthodox approach.
So we're a PI, so they don't want it to go to the
desperate.
cops or the
I
news.
understand. I'll do all I can to find the kidnapper and bring your son back unharmed.
If you'd like to examine the nursery, it's just through that door to the left. I'll ask you to please try and keep quiet as I just sent my wife to bed. Her nerves are rather shot, you see.
Yes, of course.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Tea serves.
It's nice to see that tea is still served here even in times of tragedy.
Of course. Of course.
I know the hand and waistcoat pose is supposed to look stately, but to me it always looks like the person is scratching themselves.
It's got an itch. Assume the sad dad position. Exactly.
She looks like she's up to something. I wouldn't get too close, Miles. That vase is probably worth more than your entire building. I'm sure the only location the Harrises care about is wherever they are at any given moment.
This just in. Bill thinks globes are stupid.
The Harris family certainly has a nice view from which to look down upon the world. I wonder if they use the balcony to give speeches to the gardeners.
Let's talk. You
I
and
have
me.
some questions for you, Mr. Harris.
No doubt you do, but I'm really not in the mood to talk right now. It's been a difficult evening, and I'm not certain I have it in me to answer your questions at the moment.
Fair enough. But I will need to ask you about the incident at some point.
Yes, that's fine. Just not now.
So that's where his wife is. Let's go to the nursery. He said, don't talk to me. Oh my god, a giraffe. Oh,
A steam-powered bottle warmer.
That's
Certainly
interesting.
beats having to do it in the fireplace, or in the case of my parents, over a barrel fire.
tea.
Some sort of fuzzy animal wearing a waistcoat. Charming.
That's what your break hit? Yeah, what the hell are you doing?
Bear's picnic. Something about a group of giant human-like bears eating together in the woods is slightly unsettling. My friend Bunny. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want a giant imaginary rabbit for a friend. Look at that. The kid has a toy chest. My sister and I used to have to keep our toys buried in the backyard. Of course, that is because the only toys we had were dead rats.
Playing with rats. Let's go.
Doesn't look very comfortable. Whoever sits here must end up with a sore backside after a while.
Let's check out the crib. A button.
That's odd. Why is there a loose button in the crib? Yeah, I'm no expert on children, but it seems like it would be dangerous
Yeah,
to
man,
have
he could
around an
choke.
infant. If only the flower shop burglar was as easy to find as this clue was.
And they're airships. How funny is
Nice
that?
mobile. Custom made, too. There'll be no mistaking what family this child comes from.
This is the family that made the
Yeah, the
airships that
kidnapper
are
left the child's
going
blanket
down.
behind. There doesn't appear to be any trace of the silver spoon, though.
Zing! Didn't. Okay. Found the button. Cool.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
How wonderful. The soporific has started working. Well done, Fordham. Now how are you supposed to... What's the word I'm looking for? Instigate? Interrogate? I just had it on the tip of my tongue.
Perhaps it's time to call it a night.
I've never had to play a character who's actively inebriated. What is happening? What? I knew this was gonna happen, but I wasn't expecting it still. I'm gonna write down that we, found a button in crib. I guess the question is, do I continue or just go home and go to sleep? Really feeling it now. Yeah, this is, who is it? Saint Trina's like gonna be like, hey, can you kill my other self, please? And do you mind?
I am fading. I don't know what to say to that.
This is really
Quiet.
funny.
Quiet.
You feel it now, Mr.
So
Brown?
peaceful. So quiet. So comfortable. I...
Wish we were walking like shittier. What I mean. Oh, we did save right after it happened, so...
That's interesting. But sleep is more interesting.
I don't think we should go in there. I don't want to disturb his wife.
So peaceful.
I probably should go.
Well, Mr. Harris, I believe I've done all I can for right now.
Did you find anything?
Yes, I believe I have some leads I can pursue. But the most important thing to do in cases like this is wait to hear from the kidnappers. I'll be back tomorrow morning to continue my investigation and ask you and your wife some questions once you've had time to calm down a bit. In the meantime, I suggest you stay here and get some sleep. We'll all need it.
No protests? Okay, good. Did we sleep in the chair? Again? Sleep in your bed!
Miles, wake up. It's nearly noon.
Ah, so it is.
Why didn't you come to bed when you got home last night?
It was late. I didn't want to disturb you.
So what was so urgent about the case Upton sent you?
Kidnapped baby.
Trying to track a kidnapped child.
Oh my goodness. That's awful.
Yeah, Bella was
Yes,
wonky.
Pressure's on, but I think I should be able to crack it.
Assuming you actually managed to get anything done at the Harris Manor today.
Well, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Also, we've got company. Mrs. Delacroix is having her hair done here today, so please make yourself presentable.
You mean I'm not all ready?
At least do something about your hair. I do have a reputation to maintain after all.
T, she's like, don't look nasty.
What's wrong with my hair?
Do you really want me to answer that? We'll be here all day.
She's like, clean up, bum. He did a pretty good coherent reply, in my opinion.
That's a...
Watching it.
I'd say that
I think we just got a scoop.
it's admirable just how organized Adelaide is. Maybe someday the same can be said about you.
Can I use, like, something here? No worries, Silver. Rest up. Take care. Happy to see you still.
And then he said, "Oh, hello there. I don't believe we've met."
Mrs. Delacroix, this is my husband, Miles. Miles, this is Mrs. Delacroix.
Pleasure to meet you, madam.
Likewise, young man. Pleasure.
Sorry I
Is
look
everything
fucked.
all right, Mrs. Delacroix?
Oh, yes, everything's fine. It's just that, well, you weren't what I was expecting, is all.
Keep your head, Miles. She may be a closed-minded idiot, but she's just an old lady.
You mean the portrait over the fireplace didn't clue you in? What were you expecting, actually? Exactly. No, I'm gonna say this.
You mean the portrait over the fireplace didn't clue you in?
Now then, Mrs. Delacroix, what was it that you were telling me about Mr. Delacroix and his dogs?
Oh, yes. So, Harold came in and said,
Impressive. She got off pretty easy. I was expecting
wanna
a
read the
repeat of
newspaper.
Parsons incident. You should give Adelaide a kiss on the way out, though, just to make the old bat feel extra uncomfortable.
I'm gonna. What a fool! Alright, we gotta read this. Dupre scandal shocks Gascon society. Madame Laura Dupre, the Gascon Grande Dame, reported to have died 2 weeks ago, is in fact alive. Details emerge after a police investigation that Dupre was made to appear dead and almost buried alive. In a shocking turn of events, it was discovered that Madame Dupre had been torturing her servants, even going so far as to keep one locked in a hidden room. The servant unfortunately died. This writing. Dupre was arrested for manslaughter and will stand trial in the coming months. The suspected assailant, Albert Martin, was released with full pardon. Public opinion has quickly turned against Dupre, with many claiming she got what she deserved. A signed confession was given by a Guy Dumont, but police have been unable to locate him. Get him out of there! He's fine. Protests at Airship Yard continue. The public unrest after the disaster of the HMS Legea shows no signs of slowing as protesters continue to line up outside the gates of Harris Construction Airship Yard. Currently in the process of building the Legea's sister ship, the HMS Lenore, Harris Construction took out this contract several months before the Legea crashed. Clyde Harris, owner of Harris Construction, said, "While the Legea disaster was a most unfortunate accident, it should not be taken as an indication that steam technology is in any way dangerous. The fact remains that airships are among the safest means of transportation. To halt the construction of the Lenore would symbolize a setback not only to our cultural prosperity, but to New Breton's financial prosperity as well." Harris long criticized his apparent Prime Minister's re-election campaign intensifies. I'm wondering if we're gonna go through like a case for each of these related things, which would be cool. Prime Minister Herbert Atwood is making no secret of his desire to be re-elected this year. The leader of the Conservative Party has begun his campaign, promising to focus on bettering quality of life in... how do we spell that? Vespuccia? Sure. By embracing new technological advances and implementing automated workers in factories to reduce overcrowding and reliance on child laborers. Liberal Party leader Hart Leroy has blasted Atwood, saying that his plan will only increase the staggering amount of unemployment in New Breton and other cities. Leroy has also accused Atwood of purposefully delaying the construction of the Gascon-Chumley Bridge. The people will only believe in lack of funds for so long before they start realizing the truth. Atwood and his cronies just want to keep the riffraff out. Vespuccia? Yeah. Either CH or a K sound. I think that's probably right. Come here. Sabotage blamed for brewery explosion. The explosion at Haskins Brewery last Thursday has been determined a case of sabotage, according to New Breton police. Originally thought to have been caused by faulty machinery, the investigation turned up the remnants of a crude explosive device hidden inside one of the tanks. The explosion did not kill anyone, but caused several employees to be injured and the brewery to be shut down for several days. When asked to comment, Chief of Police Reginald Snelling declined naming any suspects in the bombing, but did not rule out the possibility of the Redites being involved. We have some information at the present, but not enough to make any official determinations. Rest assured, those responsible will be brought to justice, said Snelling. Haskins Brewery is best known for producing Bollingworth Ale, which is Bill's favorite.
Addie?
Not right now, Miles. I'm busy. We can talk once I finish with Mrs. Delacroix.
I wanted to kiss you! Okay, bye, whatever. I'm kissing her goodbye.
Goodbye, dearest.
T.
I look forward to your return, my love.
T. Yeah! That's cute. Okay, let's go. Let's save again. Let's try that again. I swear to God, if I go there and they're dead. Oh,
Remind me, Miles, how is finding some rich people's kidnapped baby going to help us track down the flower shop burglar?
it's about the burger. It's about the burglar. That's pretty gay. It's about helping people. Might find a lead to him during this investigation. I don't know. Maybe it won't.
It's possible we might find a lead to the burglar during the course of this investigation.
Really, Miles? Do you really believe that?
Anything's possible, Bill. You remember how many times we encountered seemingly trivial matters which turned out to be important later on?
Well, if you plan on solving this case, you'll need your full wits about you.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying. I'm flat out telling you. You need to
We had this
stop
conversation
taking that
already, but okay.
soporific. Adelaide has been trying to get you to stop for months, and Upton already suspects something is amiss. Not to mention your little episode last night. Trust me, no one is going to want to hire the dullard detective.
Clever. Did you come up with that one all by yourself?
What are you going to do when the cases stop coming in? How long before you get put away in Riverview?
If I do get locked away, it'll be your fault.
Which is exactly why you need to get back to your normal routine so you can find the burglar.
Fine, I'll stop, but if you keep me awake at night, fine, I'll stop, but it doesn't mean we'll find a burglar tomorrow. It only means I'll wake up earlier.
All right, fine. I'll stop. But you know that doesn't guarantee we'll find the burglar any sooner.
Yeah, I'm aware, but it increases the odds significantly. Well, I'm glad that's settled then. I knew you'd see things my way eventually.
It's not as though you gave me much of a choice.
In time, you'll thank me. Probably not before the withdrawal hits, though.
Don't make me change my mind on this, Bill.
I swear to God, if I start taking it and start being mean to my wife, I'm gonna be pissed!
Mr. Fordham, you're back. Allow me to introduce my wife, Miriam.
Hello.
A pleasure, Mrs. Harris. I wish we could have met under better circumstances, but I assure you
Also,
I'm
like,
doing
we're
all
doing
I can
fine.
to find your son.
Kind of.
Thank you, Mr. Fordham.
Mr. Harris, has there been any communication from the kidnapper?
None at all.
Well, I'll have another look around, if you don't mind.
I'm going back in this room. I'm gonna look at this.
Miles, didn't you notice something a bit strange about the Harrises?
She looked like she hated him.
Quite a few things, actually. What are you referring to?
His son was just kidnapped, yet they're each on their own side of the sitting room. Not comforting each other, not crying together. Nothing.
They're stuck-up rich people. Not exactly the type to show emotion.
Miles, you know I'm the most cynical person there is when it comes to their type. But this isn't normal behavior, even for snobs. This goes deeper than saving face. There's something going on between them.
Yeah. I was gonna say, she looked so closed off, like her posture. Let's check out the broken window, though. This is important.
Interesting. This fabric looks as though it came from a garment of some kind.
Writing down, they're sitting apart, something is up between them. Just want to say real quick, I'm writing in my epic consulting detective network notebook, courtesy of Silver.
Huh. There's a small emblem sewn onto the side of this piece of fabric. It just says SS.
Somebody's initials, maybe?
Fabric by broken window. SS.
Be careful not to cut yourself, Miles. I don't think the Harris family has ever seen blood that isn't blue. Probably won't be another year or so before the child gets any practical use out of those blocks beyond putting them in his mouth. Look, you can see the balcony extends all the way around the side of the manor.
That would make it rather easy for someone to access this window from the outside.
No evidence of what was used to smash the glass, though.
Balcony extends around manor. So the entrance point doesn't have to necessarily be right below this nursery. It could be anywhere. EB, this would be of note in like Sierra games.
It looks rather flimsy. Let's not try sitting on it. Nice view of the garden from up here.
How can you spell anything with just one vowel? Yeah, good point. Some words have
I
one,
have some
but
questions
not
for
many
you,
of
Mr.
them.
Harris.
Yes, of course.
I guess reading chat. Track does. Oh, hello. Yes. Windswept air.
Tell me everything you can about the kidnapping.
I don't know much. I was out last night while it happened.
Okay,
Where had
Malcolm
you
was
been
out.
previously?
I was out with friends. My wife can verify the time I arrived home.
Sure.
Wait a minute. I know this attitude all
Sure,
too well.
sure.
This man is hiding something, most likely from his wife. I doubt his voice is from beyond the grave, so the question is, what's his secret?
The one pet in Mabby that's spelled CWN is pronounced Swin. Interesting. Dude, Celtic, mostly like Gaelic and Welsh and languages of the British Isles. Crazy use of, like, not crazy, more so our English/Anglified orthography of them doesn't do them justice and makes it so hard for us to even conceptualize when really there's like a pattern to it. But was, quote, out when kidnapping happened. Wife can verify. Maybe. Sus. So we have an ad coming up in about 2 minutes. I'm going to ask him a couple more questions, and then we're going to take a BRB anyway, so we'll come back and continue.
I found this bit of torn fabric by the broken window. Do you know anything about it?
Looks like it came from a piece of clothing. Possibly a jacket.
Do the initials SS mean anything to you?
Maybe? I can't really say. You'll have to excuse me, Mr. Fordham. I've got quite a lot on my mind right now. If I can think of anything, I'll be sure to let you know.
Tell me about your son.
Charles is a good boy. Very quiet. Miriam had wanted a child almost from the moment we married. You know how women are when they have their hearts set on something. I saw no need to rush, but
He hates his
Nice
kid.
to know you're not the only one. Hey, Miles.
the first 2 times Miriam was with child, she suffered some unfortunate accidents. She was devastated, as you can imagine. So when Charles finally came along, he turned out to be quite a blessing. I can't imagine what sort of depraved madman would take him from us like this. You must find him, Mr. Fordham.
I intend to, Mr. Harris. Tell me about yourself.
There isn't much to tell, really. My life has been fairly well publicized in the newspapers.
Let's pretend for a moment that I skip over the society pages.
Well, I'm an investor. My father Clyde runs Harris Construction Company, which I will someday inherit. Any other details about me are fairly trivial nonsense, I think.
I wrote down they were the owners, but not. Malcolm's dad, Clyde, is. Alright. I'm just gonna write down that, she lost 2 children before Charles. Unborn. Alright guys, I'm gonna BRB. Sit tight. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Thank you for sitting tight through the ads and enjoy the tunes. I'll see you guys shortly. Yippee! Perfect timing. The tune is done. The ads are also done. I brought a piece of pizza, but I actually don't know if I'm that hungry. But I have it here next to me. In case I need a snack. But I'm back. Hello, hello. Time to continue. And figure out what's up. Yeah, I ate a little bit ago. I haven't been too hungry today. But I will definitely eat. I have a slice right here. Yes, and to everybody, eat food, drink water, take meds.
I found this button in your son's crib. Does it look familiar at all?
No, not at all. Do you think the kidnapper might have left it behind?
It's a distinct possibility. Those are all the questions I had for now.
All right.
Hello, Miss Miriam.
I have some questions for you if you're up to answering them, Mrs. Harris.
I'll try my best, Mr. Fordham.
Hello.
Tell me what you know about your son's kidnapping.
Oh, my poor baby.
Mrs. Harris, I know this is difficult, but I need as much information as you can give me so I can bring your son back.
Yes, you're right. I have to stay
Say your
strong.
vitamins, eat your prayers.
Charles, it happened sometime between 6 and 8 last night. I think both my husband and I had gone out. Charles was in the care of his nanny, Mrs. Davis. I arrived home first, around 8:30, and that's when I found this scene in the nursery, as it was.
And what was it you found?
Mrs. Davis, unconscious in her chair, the broken window, and Charles missing from his crib. Malcolm arrived home shortly afterwards, around 9, and then immediately sent our butler, Mr. Havelock, to notify the police. We stayed up waiting for any contact from the kidnappers, but there was nothing.
Your husband mentioned he was out with friends last night. Where were you?
Oh, I was visiting with some of my friends. We gathered at one of their homes for a concert.
It seems hiding something from your
What the
spouse
fuck?
is an
Neither of
activity
them are being
both of us
honest.
partake in.
Alright. So, it happened between 6 and 8 p.m. He was under the care of the nanny. Also gonna write down that the butler's name is Mr. Havelock. She was also, quote, out with friends. And he was out until 9 p.m. Okay.
What can you tell me about Mrs. Davis?
Well, she's worked for us since Charles was born, a little over 6 months ago.
How did you come to employ her?
Malcolm's mother had a friend whose daughter she used to care for. She came highly recommended. We've never had any problems with her. She's always been a dream.
Where is she now?
In her room, I would guess. With Charles missing, there's little for her to do.
Where might I find her room?
There's a small building just around the back of the manor. Hers is the 4th door from the left.
Work for them for 6 months, and we can go talk to her. Thanks.
Can you think of any reason why your son would be a target for kidnapping?
It could be that someone wants our money, or some lunatic who's angry about the new airship. My husband's an investor, and my father-in-law owns the company building it, you see. I just don't know, Mr. Fordham. Frankly, the fact that something like this could even happen is just terrifying.
I found this bit of torn fabric by the broken
I'm
window.
chewing.
Do you know anything about it?
No, I've never seen it before. Do you think it was left by the kidnapper?
Perhaps. Did the initials SS mean anything to you?
No, I can't think of anyone or anything I know with those initials.
Tell me about your son.
Charles is our only child. He's such a good boy. Never makes a fuss. Always very sweet. Oh, Charles, you must be so frightened out there without your mother. Oh, please, Mr. Fordham. You have to bring him home.
I'll do my best. Tell me a bit about yourself, Mrs. Harris.
Mr. Fordham, my son has been kidnapped and is out there alone, terrified and confused. What could I possibly tell you that would make any difference to you finding him?
I suppose you're right, Mrs. Harris. My apologies if I upset you. I found this button in your son's crib. Does it look familiar at all?
No, I don't recognize it. It looks like it came from some cheap coat. Is that what the ruffian who took my baby was wearing?
That's what I'm trying to determine. That's all for now, Mrs. Harris.
Very well.
Okay, I'm eating pizza, but I'm thinking. I'm writing down that Mrs. Davis is in, building behind Manor. You can go talk to her. Will they let me go in her room? Or will they yell at me? I can go in. Let's go.
Fancy.
Vacuum
Some poor
cleaner.
servant's probably gonna get a flogging for leaving it in here, though. Who in their right mind would need that many drawers?
I don't know, Bill.
It looks like a pile of women's clothes. Must belong to Mrs. Harris.
I'm calling it now. Malcolm's a crossdresser. Calling it. I'm calling it. I'm fucking calling it.
Note among the clothes.
Miriam, I have to see you tonight. It's been far too long. Oh my god. Love it.
Nothing else hidden among the clothes. Too bad.
Maybe he's not a crossdresser, but I want him to be.
Oh, another four-poster. The Harris family certainly makes no secret of their wealth.
That's my note. Hi, Boop. Hey, how much money on the baby being dead? Yeah, I don't know. You guys can discuss that.
Wardrobes are usually always full of wonderfully dark secrets.
I agreed. Let's open it. I'm gonna mute. I still take by this crest. Hold up.
One thing is for certain. Mr. Harris uses entirely too much starch on his shirts. Mr. Harris's color selection is almost as drab as yours.
Let's see if there's anything of interest in any of the pockets.
So, Mr. Harris is a fan of the ponies, is he? I'm sure that's not causing him any trouble at all.
He plays Uma Musume! Guys! He's one of you guys! Love it!
Mr. Harris is... An empty suitcase. I suppose Mr. Harris must travel every now and then. Yeah, it seems like this is
That
where
noise.
Mrs. Harris keeps her unmentionables. I like the ones with the frills and the stitched cat. Paperwork and receipts. Nothing particularly interesting here.
Okay, I won't say it, Bill.
More lacy underthings. I wonder which Harris they belong to.
I'm fucking telling you, if he doesn't step out on the town, I'm gonna be pissed. I know nothing about Uma
Painting of
Musume.
the city. Probably the only time the Harris family sees any of the other boroughs.
Okay, one sec. I gotta bite this crust.
It's nice to see that tea is still served here even in times of tragedy.
Alright, I'm back. Bill, did the horse pass away? That's so sad if so.
Come in.
Hello,
Good day
ma'am.
to you, ma'am. I'm Miles Fordham, a private investigator. I'm looking into the kidnapping of Charles Harris. Are you Mrs. Davis?
I am. Oh, bless the spirits. They've sent someone to help at last.
Alright, I'm writing down we found a note to Miriam enclosed signed R. And we found a horse betting stub. Betting on horses who pull carriages in the city But you're an investor in steam tech and eradicating those types of transportation. That's crazy. Like your iPad? Thank you! It's overgrown, come out of my eyeball. Oh, it's so sad, Bill.
Another Harris hand-me-down, no doubt. You'd think they would have washed it first. Seems like that boiler's the only thing in here that's less than 10 years old. My mother had a pewter teapot as well. Always made the tea taste funny. It's a spirit reaching out to a very frightened man. Possibly the fakest looking photo I've ever seen. That chest is full of undressed dolls?
Oh.
What the hell is wrong with this old bat? This looks like a mourning portrait of a young woman. Probably a relative of Mrs. Davis. Painting of a tower on a Scottish moor. I wish I'd been able to make it over there. Painting of a misty forest with a cemetery in the background. Cheery stuff. Her Majesty Queen Jessica. This was clearly painted a long time ago. Pretty distinguished looking gentleman. Handsome. Good fashion sense. Wonder who he is.
Oh, sorry. I'm just looking at your books.
These are all books on spiritualism and the occult. Mrs. Davis doesn't seem to have many other hobbies.
Love it.
A boy taking a nap under a tree while his dog runs around in the distance. That brings back some good memories. The Harris family doesn't seem to hold the comfort of their servants in very high regard. I think a bed of nails would be an improvement.
Let's talk.
I have some questions for you, Mrs. Davis.
All right.
Hello.
Tell me about the kidnapping of Charles Harris.
Oh dear, may the spirits forgive me. I feel so awful. Charlie was my responsibility, and I failed.
Mrs. Davis, that is beside the point. What's important now is finding
He's
him
like, I don't
and bringing
care.
him home. To do that, I need your full cooperation.
Oh, you're right, Mr. Fordham. I'm sorry. I just need to collect my thoughts, get the negative vibrations out of my mind. Now, what specifically would you like to know?
Negative vibrations.
What time did the kidnapping occur?
I'm not entirely sure. I know I was in the nursery having a cup of tea about 8:30. I remember feeling very drowsy. I must have passed out then because the next thing I knew, I was being woken by Mrs. Harris. To think, whoever took Charlie did it while I was in the room. Oh, may the spirits grant me peace.
Do you happen to take any sort of sleep medications or soporifics?
Oh, dear me, no. Those types
Cocaine in a
of drugs
bonnet.
affect the mind and make it impossible to tune into the ether.
You say that as though it were a bad thing.
I beg your pardon?
Apologies, I spoke out of turn.
Okay. She had her night tea, then felt sleepy. Doesn't take meds for that. Alright, okay, okay.
Well, I'm not one to gossip, but I am quite sensitive to
Tell
the
us,
energy
Mama.
and vibrations
Tell
that
us.
people give off. I get the impression that Mr.
Well, we could have
and
told you that.
Mrs. Harris aren't very happy in their marriage.
Ah, come on. Anyone could have picked up on that. Anyone except you, that is.
Mr. Harris likes to stay out late and not take his wife with him. I can't remember the last time they went out together. I don't know what he gets up to, but it's possible he may have made some enemies.
Or friends.
Can you think of any reason why someone would want to kidnap Charles?
It might have been for money, but last I heard, there was no demand for a ransom. I honestly don't know why this happened, Mr. Fordham. I just hope you find the
Got my giant
He must
jewel
be
on my
scared
chest.
to death.
I found this piece of torn fabric in the nursery. Does it look familiar to you?
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry.
I found this button in the baby's crib. Do you recognize it?
Why, yes. That's one of Barney's
Oh.
eyes.
Barney.
Charlie's stuffed bear. It's his favorite toy, a gift from my friend Linda.
I didn't find a stuffed bear in the nursery.
Then whoever took the baby must have taken Barney as well. Oh, at least the poor thing has something to comfort him. Bless the spirits.
Alright, so he has his stuffed bear, maybe.
Who is Linda?
Mrs. Linda Walker. She's a good friend of mine. As I said, she gave me Barney as a gift for Charlie.
Can you tell me anything else about her?
Oh, she's a lovely girl, very much in tune with her spiritual nature. I greatly enjoy my conversations with her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Oh, I don't remember. No, wait. It was at the last Spectre Society meeting on the 19th. That's right.
Oh, okay.
What is the Spectre Society?
It's a club for spiritualists and amateur investigators of the paranormal. We meet twice a month to socialize and discuss our findings.
I see. Sounds fascinating.
Though I don't expect you to share my beliefs, Mr. Fordham.
Oh, I have a bit more experience than you'd think with regards to the spirit world.
You can say that again.
Where exactly did these
She's like,
meetings take
what?
place?
At a private residence in Gascon.
May I have the address?
Why, yes, it's 325 Rougemont. Are you going to seek spiritual guidance to find Charlie?
Perhaps. You never know what might be worth looking into.
Let's
It's a lovely
go.
portrait. Who is it of?
That is my late husband, Jonathan. He used to attend meetings of the Spectre Society with me, bless him. I tried to get him to be more in tune with the other side, but I think he was just humoring me. He was a good man. Everyone at the society cared for him
Nice.
very much.
Do you have Linda Walker's address?
No, I don't. I never visited her home. I get the feeling she doesn't like having visitors or being home very much. She prefers to meet people elsewhere. I was the same way after my husband died. It was embarrassing for my friends to see me living so differently. But I feel it's not just a matter of pride for dear Linda. I think there are lots of bad memories associated with where she lives. I try to stay away from places like that. They leave a mark on the soul, you know.
Okay. Lots of bad memories where Linda lives. In
Couldn't help
quotes.
but notice that chest full of dolls in the corner.
Oh, that. Oh, I know it must look a bit strange, but I pick up old and broken dolls so they can be repaired and donated to orphanages. It's my way of giving back to the community and
Sure.
helping poor children who have nothing to play with.
Well, what a kind soul. I wish she would find less creepy ways to express her altruism.
True.
How long have you worked as
Got
a
an
nanny?
achievement for that. Let's go.
Only a few years. I never had to work when I was married. My husband had a lot of money. Unfortunately,
Okay.
he was in great debt. And after the spirits took him back to the ether, I wasn't left with much. So I began working as a nanny to make ends meet. But I consider taking care of children a reward in its own right.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Davis.
Oh, you're very welcome.
We have a lot of places to go to now. I did not expect us to be talking to ghost hunters. But let's fucking wait.
I'll be going now, Mrs. Davis.
May the spirits guide your path.
Let's save. Let's save first. Ooh. I left the ghost. Spooky. Okay. White sheet ghost. Hope we see one. I'm afraid no ghost. Exactly, Chimera. This is so Gabriel Knight. It's crazy. Okay.
Too dark to tell what's inside. They must enjoy the somber atmosphere.
Let me knock on the door. Doot, doot, doot.
Yes? May I help you?
Ooh. What should I say, guys? Oh, there is a hellhound is barking. One moment. Someone might be home. Someone might have come to the office. I don't know. Should we join the society, guys? You're gonna say we're interested in... We want to ask questions or we want to join. I feel like if we join, we're gonna be able to learn more. You know what I mean? I feel like if we join, it's like we have an in. And we could get some credibility talking about Bill. Because, like, Yeah, maybe they can help us break free of the mind ghost. The worm in our head. The worm in my brain. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should join.
This is the Spectre Society, right? I'm interested in joining.
Ah, yes it is. Welcome, darling. Our membership process is a bit different to most social clubs. We require a sponsor.
Sounds simple enough.
A sponsor?
Well, you see, we ask that sponsors be people who have passed on into the spirit world. Once you name your sponsor, I will attempt communication beyond the ether. When they answer, you will be judged and considered for membership.
I do have a sponsor. I do. I do, though.
What are you looking for in a sponsor?
A willingness to communicate from beyond the ether, open-mindedness, a desire for truth. In other words, all the qualities of a member of the Spectre Society. Actually, we've had former members who have passed on act as sponsors before.
I've got a sponsor.
Excellent. What is the name of your sponsor, darling?
Who's this? Oh! Yeah! It's her... It's Mrs. Davis's husband that everybody liked. I feel like Bill wouldn't want to do it. You know what I mean? I feel like he'd be like, fuck off. Who gives a shit? That's just me, though. It kind of would be cool if he was, because then it would be like... I just feel like it won't work. Yeah.
Jonathan Davis is my sponsor.
You knew Jonathan? He was such a kind man. Yes, I can feel his presence, and it speaks positively of you. Please, come in, Mr. I didn't catch your name.
It's Miles Fordham.
And I am Angela Maxwell, the founder of the Spectre Society. Welcome.
Ooh,
May
creepy!
I offer you some refreshments?
Dolls, women.
Some water,
Hi.
tea, perhaps?
You're very kind, but I'm afraid I must decline right now.
Well, please let me know if you change your mind.
Won't you look at this place? It's like a candy store for psychics.
Amazing.
There's quite a few members in this group.
Oh wow, there is. We have Angela Maxwell, the leader. Monica Brown, Sophia Shaw, Thomas Gilbert, Linda Walker, yeah. I can't read this. Randall Faulkner, Henrietta Davis, Edward Lagrange, Cynthia Wilkino.
There's quite a...
Angela, the meeting was wonderful. Signed, Cynthia. Anyone interested in a youth spirit board, please let Thomas know. Thank you. Linda, looking forward to having you over at the manor next week. Come around 8 p.m. and you can meet Charlie. Please ask the spirits to cure my son's illness. Sophia. Were all these people in coots trying to get someone else a baby? Is this like those Hallmark movies where they steal the baby? Or they try to steal the baby? Oh! If it is... Okay. She forgot that she came over. She said there was a meeting, they last met at a meeting on the 19th. This is from the 19th. Did the newspaper at home have the date? Because if it did, I'm gonna go back and check. Because if it said, if it's a week before, right, then it would match up with the time. She said she finished her tea. She didn't really know, but it was like around 8 or 8:30. And you can meet. Okay. I'm writing down this whole thing. Society guest, society book 0919 meeting. Mrs. Davis invites Linda Walker over for next week at 8 to meet Charles. Could be nothing, but I'm writing it down. I'm gonna save it as... Also, not Hallmark. This would be a Lifetime movie. Setup? Lifetime movie setup? Question mark?
Those are some creepy twin girls. I could see a passing resemblance to Miss Maxwell, actually.
I think I've seen one of these before. What does it do?
It's a spirit board. We use it to contact
Can't say
spirits,
Ouija board
and
'cause
they
it's
in turn
copyrighted.
spell out a message
Ouija.
with the letters on the board.
Well, I've got a message from Miss Maxwell if she ever tries to use a spirit board around me.
It's gonna say fuck off.
That's probably the storage case for the spirit board. Ooh, spooky. That ghost between the two people almost manages to look convincing.
What a fascinating device. Exactly what does it do?
That is an etherometer. It's designed to pick up vibrations from the ether and translate messages from the spirits.
A
Fascinating.
great man once said to me, Bill, you aren't going to get very far in life just staring at balls. He's dead now. But then again, so am I. Must be for the more traditionalist members.
Bookcase. Members are free to borrow books as long as you check with me
It's
first.
nice of Miss Maxwell to let people borrow her books, even if they are all just a bunch of nonsense. And coming from me, that's really saying something.
Speakers. Secret of astral projection. Metempsychosis. The art of the seance. Terrors of the deep. The giant squid. Voodoo and Duperton. Mediums. Gateways to the spirit realm. What lies beyond the veil. Mysteries of spontaneous combustion. Secrets of the tarot. Secrets and the ether. Not sure what we'll need yet.
The plaque says Leonora Pattinson, seer. She looks like someone I would not want to fool around with. I never much cared for all that mystic stuff. Why should your life be dictated by a bunch of cards?
Let's see if we can talk to her.
Could I ask you about some things, Miss Maxwell?
Certainly, darling.
Hello.
What can you tell me about the Spectre Society?
Ah, where to begin? I formed this club 2 years ago, right after I moved to New Britannia. During our meetings, we discuss our experiences with paranormal phenomena and organize investigations.
What sort of investigations?
We look into places all around the city which have been reported as haunted. New Britannia is teeming with the spirits of those killed during the French and British takeovers of the city. Not only that, but there is a prevalence of mystic religious practices here in Gascon, brought over by immigrants from the Antilles.
Fascinating.
There are plenty of books on the subject over there in the bookcase, if you're interested in learning more.
Do you know anything about the kidnapping of Charles Harris?
I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about any kidnappings, darling. If you wish, I can commune with the spirits and see if I can help locate your missing person.
That won't be necessary, Miss Maxwell, though I appreciate the offer. I spoke with Henrietta Davis, and she mentioned one of your other members, Linda Walker. Can you tell me anything about her?
Ah, Linda. Poor dear. Of all our members, she is the one I feel for the most.
Why is that?
She's had a tragic life, but I believe the Spectre Society has helped her greatly. Not only has she made a good friend in Henrietta, she's also dealt with her grief in a positive way. She has devoured my collection of books, educated herself on many subjects. I would say she's become an expert on clairvoyance and metempsychosis. It's always nice to know that the club can help those who have suffered.
Do you see her often?
Yes, she comes by about once or twice a week.
Okay. Okay.
What can you tell me about Linda and Henrietta's friendship?
It's so lovely to see them together at the meetings. They're practically inseparable. It's quite sweet. They often leave messages for each other in the guest book. When Linda found out that Henrietta was taking care of an infant, she even gave her a toy bear for the child. I remember Linda lighting up with excitement when she asked about him. She really loves children. It's such a terrible shame about... But please, let's discuss something more pleasant, shall we, darling?
Okay, they're inseparable. She loves kids.
I'm sorry, what was it you said? Madam Psy, what?
Metempsychosis, darling. It's a philosophical term which comes from ancient Greece. It refers to the transmigration of the soul after death.
Is that anything like reincarnation?
Essentially, yes. There's a book on the subject over in the bookcase, which can tell you far more
Got
than I
it.
possibly
Gotta
could.
grab the book.
What's this tragic story about Linda you mentioned?
Oh, dear. I probably shouldn't say.
You definitely should. Knowing more about Linda could help me find the missing child. What, are you afraid the spirits are gonna tell on you? Like the middle one is probably the kindest. Assures that we have something to do with the information. Rather than it just being like, just fucking tell me what the fuck.
Miss Maxwell, I'm going to be frank. I'm investigating a kidnapping, and Mrs. Walker is a person of interest. I need to know as much about her as possible to help me solve this case. Do I make myself clear?
Well, if it will help, Linda was married to a man named Thomas.
Got it.
Together, they had a son named Alexander. Thomas revealed himself to be a terribly cruel man. When he gave himself over to the drink, he would fly into rages and beat both Linda and the boy. One day, she came home to find both her son and husband dead.
My God, what happened?
The police
I'm
ruled it a
shocked.
murder-suicide. Poisoning, apparently. Linda has been trying to make contact with Alexander's spirit for the past year or so, but has had no luck. It really is a terrible tragedy.
Was it the opposite way that I was thinking? What if? That's so fucked up and sad. Husband dead, son dead. Miriam Harris being unable to have a child twice. I don't think they stole the baby, but the baby is, I don't know. There's babies!
Do you know Linda Walker's address?
I'm afraid not, darling. Linda has always been somewhat private, and that's not something I consider to be crucial information.
Do you know any way I can find her?
You could always come back for our next meeting. It will be the first Thursday of next month.
By then, we'll have completely lost track of Charles. There has to be another way of finding Linda.
Yeah, we can't. Can't wait.
What made you decide to start up this club?
I began communing with the spirits at a very early age. My twin sister, Rachel, died after falling into an icy pond when we were 8 years old.
I'm very sorry, Miss Maxwell.
Oh, I appreciate your sympathy, darling, but don't feel too bad. Rachel began speaking to me shortly after that. She has served as my spirit guide ever since.
Spirit guide? You mean you still speak with her?
Oh, yes. Every day. In fact, I was just speaking with her
Hey,
before
it
you
sounds like
arrived.
us.
As I grew older, I realized there were others in the world who were also able to communicate with spirits, and those who had an interest in what lies beyond the ether. And so, once I moved to New Britannia, I decided to start up this club so we could gather and share our experiences.
Do you suppose she can hear what I'm saying? Hey, Angela, try a bit less eyeshadow, would you? You look like a purple raccoon.
Be nice.
Nothing. Clearly a fraud. Ah, well.
Nothing.
I was wondering,
Yes?
when you communicate with the spirits, are you able to stop?
If I wish them to leave me, yes. I bid them farewell, and they usually depart back into the ether.
What about the more persistent ones?
You do remember I'm right here, don't you?
Well, just between you and me. Those spirits are best dealt with by having the other kind of spirits. Quiets them right down.
I prefer soporific myself.
Oh? You hear the voices of the spirits as well, Mr. Fordham. But of course, now the reason for your visit to the Spectre Society is obvious. Do you see? All our paths eventually become clear. I'm glad yours has brought you here.
Oh, wonderful. Now she started rhyming. Don't get any funny ideas about telling her about me. She may be a lunatic, but that's no reason to expose yourself as one too.
Do I not say anything? I think it's, Belle, I think it's because she has like, blush. She's very flush on the top, but underneath her smile line, she's pale. She's probably wearing a lot of blush. That's my guess, but I don't quite know. Do I tell her? What do you guys think? Do I tell her about Bill? He told me not to, and I do want to respect him. It does. It does. I don't know if we should tell her. It'd be kind of fun to be like, guys, me too. I'm also nuts. Not nuts, but you know what I mean? No harm in it. I do know now, though, that, what's it called? That you can be locked out of finishing cases? So I'm a little concerned. I just don't want it to lock me out of doing the proper thing. You know what I mean? I can't save, Evie. I'm in the middle of a dialogue tree. They don't let you do that. You double checked? Okay.
I don't hear the voices of all spirits, just one.
Miles, what are you doing?
Ah, you have a spirit guide. Please tell me more, darling.
I wouldn't call him a spirit guide so much as a spirit nag.
This is a very, very bad idea.
Do you know who this spirit is?
Yes, it's my former
I can always go
partner,
back. That's
Bill.
just funny.
I shot him on our last case together.
You shot him?
He was on a roof being held at knife point by a burglar. They were too close. I took the shot, but missed, and hit my partner instead.
Oh my, you poor darling. Is he angry with you?
Well, he is now. He doesn't think it's a good idea to tell others about him. But normally, he's the same as he was in life. He just wants me to find the man responsible for his death. I've told him I'm really the one responsible, but he insists it's the burglar.
I see. This is quite the unfortunate situation. My advice to you is this. Spirits often know best. You do well to listen to him about keeping his presence to yourself. Not everyone is as open-minded as we members of the Spectre Society.
Huh. Maybe I misjudged her.
I know.
Yeah.
It's been hardest keeping this from my wife, but I can't drive her away. She's all I've really got left.
Your story has touched me, Mr. Fordham. I will do everything I can to help
He's like,
you
wait, I
and
like
your
her now.
spirit
She says I'm right.
Yes. If I find anything out which might help you, I will contact you personally.
Thank you, Miss Maxwell. I appreciate it.
Well, that could have turned out much worse. I'm warning you, Miles. Tell anyone else about me, and I won't be so forgiving.
Thank you for the information. It was very enlightening.
It was my pleasure, darling.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Let's save this as Bill's out of the bag. Only with her though. She better not spill the beans. I swear. Okay. Let's go. We gotta
I'll be
find
going now.
May
Linda.
the spirits guide you to that which you seek.
Oh, okay. If I accused her, if I had said like, what, you afraid the spirits will tell on you or whatever, that would have gone bad. I'm gonna go ask Mr. Man over here about his gambling problem. Okay. We have, okay, loose button. A single loose button found in the baby's crib. It comes from Barney's. The child's stuffed bear not found at the sea. Torn fabric. A piece of torn fabric seemingly from a garment has the emblems sewn on with the initials SS. Stubs from a local horse racing track, which with yesterday's date on them. Oh, that will give me the date. Mrs. Davis's testimony said she was drinking tea in the living room around 8:30, then passed out and was awoken 2 hours later by Mrs. She said she was in the living room. Malcolm said that she was in the room with the baby unconscious. Nursery, I mean. Okay. I'm writing that down because that seems important to me. Tragic past. Linda Walker's husband and son both died recently, the result of murder-suicide. Husband was a drunk who apparently poisoned himself and the boy. She tries to contact the spirit of her dead son. What's this about?
For you, Mr.
What's
Harris.
this betting stuff about?
Yes, of course.
Mr. Harris, what can you tell me about these?
What? How did you...
Listen, I'm trying to help you and your family. I can't do it if I don't get the entire truth.
Do you think we could discuss this somewhere more private?
I suppose we could.
Good. Let's move to the nursery then.
She's right there. Hold up.
Shall we continue our conversation, Mr. Harris?
Yes, of course.
Now that your wife is out of earshot, tell me about the kidnapping and what these betting stubs have to do with it.
Right. As I said before, it had already happened when I got home. I had just come from spending the evening at the meadows.
I see. I take it your wife isn't impressed by your hobby?
I promised her weeks ago that I would stop going, but I've had such a good streak lately. The last thing I wanted was to upset her further, yet it would be foolish of me to just give up on something so promising.
Can you think of anyone who might want to do you harm by taking your son?
Several, I'm afraid.
Go on.
I haven't exactly had the best of luck, Mr. Fordham. That's why this latest strip is so important to me. The truth is, I've gambled away most of my money. I've had to take out several loans so Miriam doesn't get suspicious. If she ever found out, it would be over. I can't lose her, Mr. Fordham. I just can't.
She's having an affair.
I've heard this before. You know, things would be so much easier if people just talked to each other.
I've tried doing business above board, but lately I've had to seek other resources.
What do you mean?
I was forced to visit a lending office. The owner was a rather shady Sambo, but I figured he'd be easier to deal with than the usual sheenies that run those type of places.
Can you believe this guy?
What?
Maybe we should just leave the kid be. He'd probably be better raised by wolves.
Who was the owner?
Mr. LaFay. I didn't bother to get his first name. His business is an abattoir row in Chumley. Horrid place. But I was desperate.
You think this Mr. LaFay may have
Isn't he
taken your
the
son as
liberal
collateral?
candidate
Let's
for
just
the
say
new
there isn't
prime minister?
much those type of people wouldn't do to put a crown in their pocket.
Those are all the questions I had for now.
All right. If you don't mind, Mr. Fordham, I'm going back to the living room. I don't want Miriam getting suspicious.
I wonder if I could talk to her alone when he goes in here. Like before.
I have some questions for
Maybe
you.
if I ask her about the note, she'll have me go into the bedroom.
I found this note in your bedroom. What can you tell me about it?
I've never seen that note before in my life.
Are you absolutely sure?
Mr. Fordham, you mentioned you valued discretion. I ask you to please exercise.
But maybe I could ask her about it when he's out of the
Possible to
room.
speak about this in private? In another room, perhaps?
Out of the question, Mr. Fordham. I shall not leave this sitting room in the company of another man if my husband is not present.
Yes, I understand. Let's put the subject on hold for now.
What a life these rich people lead. All the money in the world and they're trapped like
I'm gonna
rats.
reload
That's all for now, Miss.
Very
because I'm curious if she would talk to me if... while he's standing in there. You know what I mean? I'll get his testimony about the
I have some
betting.
questions for you if you're up to answering them, Mrs. Harris.
She might still say no, but I'm just
Found
curious.
this note in your bedroom. What can you tell me about it?
What? You had no right to go through my things?
Mrs. Harris, I'm just trying to find your son. The sooner I know about any clues I might find, the faster I can proceed with my investigation.
Fine. I got that note last night from Roland.
Yes, this did work. Okay. Yeah! Okay. Note from Roland last night. Who's he?
Who is Roland?
Roland is
Affair!
a special friend.
I see.
Oh, don't you judge me, Mr. Fordham. You have no idea what my marriage has been like. marrying Malcolm wasn't my idea, nor even his. The whole thing was orchestrated by our fathers. They thought merging the two families would be a good business arrangement.
Is your marriage an unhappy one then?
It wasn't easy at first, and it didn't get any easier as it went on, either.
So then, why not end it?
Mr. Fordham, we are a respectable family. There are certain considerations. Besides, I had no legal grounds. For all his faults, Malcolm is a very faithful man. Almost frustratingly so. Then, somewhat unexpectedly, we had Charles. At least that made things bearable.
I'm sorry for you, Mrs. Harris, I really am. But I think I should talk to this Roland.
Why? He has nothing to do with this.
That's for me to decide. Where can I find it?
That's my job.
I don't know. I've never been to his home. We usually meet at a hotel.
Can you tell me anything that would help me track him down?
Well, he's a musician.
Got
He
it.
plays the piano at some clubs in Gascon, but I don't know which for sure.
How about his last name?
I don't know that either.
I gather you don't talk much.
I refuse to answer that question.
Gee, they smashing.
It's a good thing I don't have a stomach anymore, because I can guarantee you its contents would be on the floor right now.
I spotted
That's all
cheat
for now,
over
Mrs.
here.
Harris.
Very well.
Got it. Good thing we saved. So I can get all the info out of him.
Shall we continue our conversation, Mr. Harris?
Yes, of course.
Right, because we've already heard this, I'm gonna go through it quickly.
Now that
Right. I had just...
I see.
I promised her the last thing I...
Can you think of anyone?
He's a
Several,
cheater.
I'm afraid.
Go on.
I don't blame her.
The truth is,
I mean,
I've gambled away
it's
most of
shitty.
my
You
money.
should just tell
I've had to
him.
take out
But
several if she ever found out.
Where have I heard this before?
you guys should just both tell each other that you're a
What do
gambler
you mean?
and have no
I
money,
was forced to...
and you hate your marriage and
Mr.
want to be with someone
Lefay.
else.
I didn't bother to get his first name. His business is an abattoir row in Chumley.
You didn't get his first name. She didn't get his last name. You guys suck.
Desperate.
You think this Mr. Lefay may have taken your son as collateral?
Let's just say there isn't much those type of people wouldn't do to put a crown in their pocket.
Those are all the questions I had for now.
All right. If you don't mind, Mr. Fordham, I'm going back to the living room. I don't want Miriam
What are the
getting
chances it's the same
suspicious.
person? You know what? Not zero. Not zero. Not zero. Non-zero chance. The perfect 2-for-1 package deal to deal with bouncers. Yes. Okay, that is gonna be huge if it's the same person. I'd love if it was the same person. Oh, I gotta... Wait. Look. I have to check the betting stub for the date. Let me just go here so I can check it. Oh no, I can't see it. It's not an inventory thing. Fuck! Okay. I enrolled in the musician and speak with... I'm gonna talk to you because I'm here, actually.
Can we talk?
Go on, I'm listening.
How's work going?
Hectic as usual. Crime in this city seems to be getting worse and worse every day.
I suppose that's the price of progress.
God help us if they ever actually discover that ethericity stuff then. Things between you and Adelaide getting any better?
I'm really not sure. They haven't gotten worse, but things haven't been the same between us since Bill died.
Well, you need to figure things out, or everything is just going to explode in your face one of these days.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Upton.
I'm merely speaking from experience. If I'd seen the warning signs of Harold sooner, it would have saved me quite the headache. At least your marriage seems like it's still worth saving.
What's the other case you mentioned? The one you said was a higher priority.
Well, it seems we might have a mass murderer on our
What?
hands.
You don't say.
That's right. I didn't say because I shouldn't say. But so far, we've had 3 murders
What?
with a very similar MO in the past 2 months. Snelling is trying his hardest to keep it under wraps since the newspapers already caught wind of the first 2.
I don't envy the department there. I'm happy to stick with the missing persons and domestic disputes. Can we go over my current case?
Of course. What have you got?
Torn fabric.
Found this torn piece of fabric at the crime scene. It's got an emblem with some initials on it.
I recognize that emblem.
It's from Solomon Stitching, a little tailor shop in Lyon.
Oh.
My ex-husband had several jackets from there.
Sorry to dredge up old memories, but do you remember where they're located?
I believe it's on the corner of Bonneville Street and Surratt Avenue.
Fantastic. You're helpful as always, Upton.
Amazing. Love that she's important.
I found this button at the crime scene. The child's nanny identified it as the eye of his stuffed bear.
Did you find the bear at the scene?
No, the kidnapper must have taken it as well.
Interesting.
Either the kidnapper is very compassionate, or it's someone who knew the child. I spoke with Henrietta Davis, the Harris family nanny.
A sensible place to start. What did she have to say?
She claims to have been unconscious when the kidnapping took place.
She must be an extremely heavy sleeper.
I don't believe so. The way she described it made it sound like she was drugged.
Interesting. Definitely worth looking into, I'd say.
Yeah, it did sound like that because she was like, I just don't know what happened.
Have you ever heard of the Spectre Society?
I think so. They're some sort of ghost hunting club, aren't they?
A spiritualist group, yes.
Don't tell me this case has taken a turn for the supernatural.
Not exactly. It's just come up as a potential lead.
Gee.
Are you familiar with the term metempsychosis?
No, what is it?
Apparently some mystics and philosophers maintain that it's a process whereby human and animal souls are transferred to new bodies upon death.
Fascinating. Some people have such queer ideas. What's that got to do with the kidnapping, though?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Sometimes I'm jealous of all the odd things you detectives get to look into.
That's enough about that.
Okay.
That's it.
Then.
Okay, I should go read the book also. I'm gonna save it as the SS Spooky. I'm gonna go snag the book from the club. The club.
Welcome back, Mr. Fordham.
Whoa! Oh, I thought he had like 3 arms. The club. Metempsychosis, from Greek meta, expressing change, and psyche, for soul, refers to the philosophical idea of the transmigration of the soul at the time of death. That's to say, the reincarnation of a soul into another human or animal. It is thought to have originated with Orpheus in the 6th century BC. Orpheus proclaimed that the body and soul were two separate entities chained together in life. Upon death, this bond was dissolved and the divine soul was free from the corporeal prison. However, until the soul attained absolute purity, it was fated to continue the cycle of reincarnation. Deeds done in life would affect the soul's purity and determine how much longer its spiritual journey would go on before ascending to heaven. The theory postulates that the soul of a human or animal will be transferred to another living being. Some characteristics or personality traits of the soul are usually preserved through these incarnations. For example, eye color and affinity for a particular person or item. There is a debate regarding the exact nature of the transfer of souls, but it is generally accepted that a human soul will transfer to an animal which is already alive. A soul belonging to an animal or a human transferred to a human will enter a body at birth, and not one which is already alive. Okay, so soul of a human will transfer to an animal that's already alive. A soul of an animal or human transferred to a human will only enter at birth. Therefore, it can be useful to confirm a suspected incarnation if the date of death and birth of the old and new bodies is the same. Okay. One popular believed case of metempsychosis comes from medieval Germany, where 2 feuding families both met their ends. The last of one line was suspected of setting the other stables on fire, during which the other perished. Soon after, a white horse took up residence at the surviving family's estate. While out riding, the estate caught on fire, and the horse and rider ran into the flames, killing both. It is said that the horse was a reincarnation of the murdered heir, coming back to seek revenge on his killer. Whoa! Fascinating. There's no more on it. Okay. I'm gonna come back and look at other ones as need be, as they come up. But we have ads coming up, so I'm gonna stop with the reading for now. Body hopping. I'm just gonna write metempsychosis in cursive in here because it's like we read the book. Alright. We have ads coming up in about 40 seconds. because of that, I will take a
I'll be
quick
going now.
BRB.
May the spirits guide you to that which
Holy
you
big
seek.
ass exposition, Batman. For real. For real. We'll be taking another BRB for ads, and when I come back, I'm down to do a bit more. I want to make a little bit more progress on this case. I'm getting a little hungry / sleepy, so I've been kind of shooting under 3 hours recently, just because depending on how it fits the story and how I'm feeling. So as long as that's cool with you guys, I might do that again today, but I will be right back for the ads. Thank you for hanging out and taking care. I'll be back soon. Yippee! Oh no, it autoplayed into something else. Into anime OSTs. I'm gonna be VOD muted. I'm gonna be VOD muted. No! It's okay. I'm back, everybody. So sorry about that. Thank you for waiting. It was. Naruto was the cover. Also, Ibi, if you're gonna do the Archon quest, let me know when you start it. I am probably gonna see if I can finish the first act tonight. I'm just curious when you want to start it. And yeah, it seems like sigil access comes at the end of this first part. I would guess. Slice of life shenanigans. Yeah, it said like anime OST for like unemployment or something. Anyway, let's do a bit more of the game for the evening. Let's learn a bit more. See what we can see. I'm gonna go to the stitching place first.
Good day to you, sir. Welcome to Solomon Stitching. I'm Jonas Solomon. Please let me know if I can help you with anything.
Evie, are you fighting it just in the overworld? Like for farming? So I can give you a quick rundown if I think what I heard. As to what it does. Okay, hold up. Why is there no info? You're using triple acid team. Yeah, it has, just so you know, it has 70% resistance to Dendro and Pyro, which is interesting. The page is currently being created. Basically what I've heard is, the gimmick is when you have that little icon near your health bar, it's like the cocooned state, and you need to heal yourself to, maximum. You basically get trapped if you stay in that cocoon state for too long, so you need to have a strong healer, consistently. I think that's the main gimmick, as well as some other overworld enemies that also do the same thing, like the cocoon state is a thing now.
Isaac Samuels, the Prime Minister who freed the slaves. They say even his enemies wept on the day he died. I sure hope I get to meet him someday. Quite the selection, but I doubt the typical clientele of this place buys off the rack. That coat is so dull. I always prefer the ones with a bit more color. This guy has been in business forever. The design of that coat looks awfully familiar. My grandmother had one like that. I think it was meant to be relaxing, but it always felt like my time was running out. Now that it has, well, it actually is relaxing. Go figure. That cloth will be a garment soon. A vest, by the looks of it. Or maybe I'm completely wrong, and it's a treasure map. Judging from the position and the lock, this is likely where Mr. Solomon keeps his money. Impressive collection of pattern books. I wish I'd known about this guy when I was alive. I'd have asked him to make me a suit for my funeral.
Go talk to him.
Mr. Solomon? Yes, sir. How may I be of service? Oh, let me guess. You're looking to replace that old coat. It looks like it's got quite a few stories it could tell me.
You should listen to the man, Miles. He clearly knows what he's talking about.
Not today, I'm afraid. There's still a few more stories it has left to tell. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Questions? Very well, but if they aren't about tailoring, I don't know how much help I'll be.
Same guy who did the son's voice in the last quest.
This is a nice shop you have. I never even knew it existed.
Well, better late than never, I always say. Life has a funny way of always taking us where we need to go in the end.
True. Although I think it's easy to miss out on things from time to time.
Oh,
I love them too.
It's easy to overlook the details, but in the grand scheme of things, you'll end up where you need to be. And in this case, you ended up here. So, please, feel free to take a look around. Let me know if you find anything you like.
I found this piece of torn fabric with your emblem on it. Can you tell me anything about it?
Yes. Brown, wool, houndstooth. This is from one of the more popular jackets I sell.
And here I thought my ability to name ales within 5 seconds of tasting them was good. This fella has me beat.
Do you have any of them in stock currently?
Well, sure. I've got one on the display dummy over there.
Is there any way you can tell me who you've sold them to?
Oh, I don't think so. I've sold at least 20 in the past month. As I said, it's a very popular style.
Is there anything you can tell me about this button?
Looks like it's made of wood. Not very well crafted either. Definitely not from one of my products.
How did you get into this business, Mr. Solomon?
I was always good with a needle and thread. When I was a boy in Poland, I would help my mother with her sewing. Then, during the war with Russia, I fixed uniforms and stitched up wounds. Not long after that, I moved to Vespuccia, settled here in New Britannia. My first shop was in the Chum, but thankfully, I was very successful and was able to move to Lyon. I won't lie to you, this location is much, much nicer. It's refreshing to not have to step over drunken hobos when I open and close the shop.
Oh, but that's part of the charm of owning a business in the Chum.
Not much else to say beyond that. My business is my life.
You seem very dedicated to your craft.
That's right. You won't see
It kind
any
of is,
that
Boo.
newfangled steam-powered nonsense in here. Everything is done by hand and with care. I use only the finest quality materials and stitch every thread myself. And that's the way it's gonna stay as long as I'm around. It's worked for 45 years. There's no reason to change as far as I'm
VeggieTales.
concerned.
I'll be taking my leave of you now, Mr. Solomon.
Very good.
Come to think of it, I have seen plenty of people wearing that design. No tears in this one, though.
Got it. So we talked to him. We know the design is popular. Not much else we can really do with that. But I liked him too. Now we head to the lending office.
Hello, sir. Welcome to LaFay Lenders. I'm the owner, Chester LaFay. Are you looking to take out a loan?
Not today, I'm afraid. I'm Miles Fordham, a private investigator.
Look, I don't know what you've heard, but I run a clean business here. I don't need any trouble.
And I'm not here to cause any, for the moment.
Just keep your nose where it belongs, and we should get along fine.
Okay.
Do you suppose LaFay turns the heat up to put some pressure on his clients? Must be soothing for LaFay to be able to look at this landscape while he sits at his desk. He actually has a degree in business from the University of New Britannia? What a waste.
See.
LaFay with a woman and a small girl. I wouldn't have taken him for a family man. A crew escaping a shipwreck on a violent sea. Not the most comforting painting to look at while waiting for a loan. I shudder to think how many people's financial freedoms are locked away in that cabinet. That's the latest model Computron. They don't come cheap. LaFay must be doing pretty well for himself.
Let's talk to Mr. Chester. That is your real name.
Mr. LaFay, I'd like to ask you some questions.
Fine, but keep it brief.
Hey.
Tell me what you know about Malcolm Harris.
Ah, Mr. Harris. Took out a loan about a month ago. Still hasn't paid me back. In fact, he sent along a letter yesterday saying he was having an emergency and needed more time. I probably should have refused to do business with him. As soon as he walked through the door, I could tell his type.
What type is that?
Upper class, bored with his life, trying to escape and doing it through vice. In his case, gambling.
This guy is good. Maybe you can pursue money lending if the whole private investigator thing doesn't work out.
But for some reason, I pitied him. and decided to give him the loan anyway. Compassion isn't exactly an asset in this business, you see.
Nothing to worry about in your case, then.
Aside from that, I don't know anything about him. I prefer to keep how much I know about my clients to a minimum. Makes things easier for me.
Very suspicious of people named LaFay, yeah. LaFlay, on the other hand, yeah.
Are you aware that Malcolm's son, Charles, was kidnapped last night?
I had no idea he even had a son. As I said, I don't ask my clients.
He has such like a very monotone voice.
Told me. I suppose that would explain the emergency he mentioned in his letter. Poor guy.
Exactly how much did Mr. Harris borrow from you?
Is that relevant to your investigation?
It
Yes.
would help to have an idea of exactly how much he owes you, yes.
I don't feel comfortable telling you the exact amount.
Oh.
But I will say it was over 500 crowns.
A considerable sum.
Like I said, I probably shouldn't have done it. But I'll get the money back one way or another.
D. Hi, DZ! The night is treating me pretty well. How are you? We are investigating a case of a kidnapped baby. Anyone who has a name that references folklore trickster sprites who are deceiving as fuck is tough to trust. Yes, in Unavowed we encountered an actual fae. He was crazy. He was cool, and scary. I think he also kidnapped a baby. Evie, can you remember? I'm pretty sure the fairy or slash fae in Unavowed also kidnapped a baby. And like, or tournament, I don't know, but I swear, the fae definitely did. Okay, yeah, I'm right. Okay. Hi, Link, welcome. You didn't miss anything. Totally. Listen with sprites and kidnapping babies. Yes, he wanted to raise him as his own. Yes, I remember that. Heck yeah, that's funny. Yeah, your badge is cool, Link. Hornet. Owned, not owed. Owed by Malcolm. Imagining crowns is very expensive.
What's your policy regarding people who don't pay their loans back?
There are a few options. For the first 3 months or so, I'll send them a letter reminding them. After that, I start to threaten them with legal action. You wouldn't believe some of the things people do to avoid paying back their loans. One client went so far as to fake his own death.
Do you ever employ any more unusual methods?
Now wait just a minute. I see where this is going. Mr. Fordham, I'm a family man myself. If you're implying that I would stoop to kidnapping someone's child as collateral...
I never said that, Mr. LaFay.
Look, I have a family to consider. I'm not about to go get my hands dirty when there's plenty of legitimate ways to handle the situation.
G.
Take a look at this piece of fabric. Does it look familiar?
He's wearing a brown
Sure,
houndstooth jacket.
Looks like it came from a jacket. In fact, yes, it's the same fabric as the jacket I'm wearing.
He has a really good way of just saying shit very calm.
Would you mind if I took a look at your jacket?
Sure, not a problem. Here.
Oh, I love this. Okay. Did you guys see a hole? I don't. Yeah, the button is... Solomon said it's not the button from his shop. He's like, it's too shitty. It's not from me. Same jacket as Scrap. It's brown wool houndstooth. I don't see a missing spot. Unless it would be on the inside, but I can't click or zoom. I love that I can look, though. Maybe there's something I'm missing? There's just no other controls, so... Yeah, the animation was great. It's definitely rotoscoped, I think. Maybe we'll see other people that are wearing the jacket, and we'll have to ask to see their jackets, too. Because his looks fine. Like, this is the pocket where the pocket square would go, so that slit is supposed to be there. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine to me.
No tears in mine, huh?
Not a one. You clearly take good care of your clothing.
I don't mean to discourage you, Mr. Fordham, but I've seen a lot of people with this style of jacket. Hell, even Malcolm has one. I remember he was wearing it when he came in here.
I see. Thank you for the information, Mr. LeFay.
Let me check your jacket, sir. Not you. You're fine. All right. I'll save it as money. I'll save it as money.
Do you suppose
All right, thanks, sir. I don't know what else to talk about, so I'm out of here. But now, I want to ask you about your fucking jacket. What if the missing child is the friend we made along the way? Yeah! Woohoo! I bet you it is. May I see your jacket, sir?
I'll let you know if I have any more questions, Mr. Harris.
I just said that to him just cause. I'll let you know. There it is.
You don't suppose...
Aha!
Matches the piece of torn fabric perfectly.
So, this means...
It could mean many things. The only thing that's certain is that a piece of this jacket ended up on the floor of the nursery.
Seems like something worth asking Mr. Harris about.
Look at that! How convenient. Malcolm's brown wool houndstooth jacket has a perfect missing patch. Let's go ask the fucker about it. Hi.
I have some questions for you, Mr. Harris.
Yes, of course.
Mr. Harris, do you recall the torn piece of fabric I found in the nursery?
Yes, what about it?
As it turns out, one of the jackets in your wardrobe has a tear exactly the same size and shape as this one. Would you care to tell me how that happened?
That can't be.
I'm afraid it is. So explain it.
I have no explanation. The truth is, I haven't worn that jacket in weeks. I've no idea how it was torn.
Are you suggesting someone else took your jacket and wore it when the child was taken?
I don't know. Perhaps someone is trying to make it look as though I... But that's absurd. Why would I kidnap my own son?
Why indeed, Mr. Harris?
You really think he kidnapped his own son, Miles? Seems more likely he was set up. But he also doesn't strike me as a terribly good parent. Maybe it would serve him right to be blamed for this. We've done our part. The police can handle the search for the missing baby.
Those are all the questions I had for now.
All right.
Back to sad pose. Okay. We're doing pretty good. Like, we are investigating. Oh, we can just accuse him. No, not yet. Not yet. He's a fucker, but he's probably not the one who did it. We're doing pretty good. I'm gonna hydrate. Thank you. We have to find Linda. What the fuck? Okay, and Roland the musician. Can I talk to you about anything new?
Sit tight, Mrs. Harris.
Nope. Okay. I'm going to kidnap my own son for myself. I'm kidnapping him because I hate him, so I'm putting him somewhere else. Anything else I can talk to you with Mrs. Davis?
Hello again, Mr. Fordham.
Hi. Hey.
I have some questions for you, Mrs. Davis.
All right.
Look at that light. Whoa, it's funky.
Mrs. Davis, have you ever had Linda visit you at the Harris Manor?
Oh, no, of course not.
Then would you care to explain your note to her in the Spectre Society guest book?
Please, Mr. Fordham, I didn't mean to lie to you. It's just that it gets so lonely by myself in the house at night. So every now and then, I invite Linda to come over for tea and some company.
I see. And when was the last time this happened?
2 nights ago? Please don't tell Mr. and Mrs. Harris, Mr. Fordham. If they found out what I was doing, they'd have me dismissed without a reference.
I won't, but I'd very much like to speak with Mrs. Walker. Do you have any idea where I can find her?
All I know is that she works as a seamstress at a shop in Lyon. But
Solomon's
I don't know
shop?
the name. I'm sorry, I can't be of any more help than that.
I noticed in your last stream that you could go ahead and come to a conclusion whether other things you could do or look into. Yes, there all are in fact multiple endings options for every case, and
I'll be going now, Mrs.
failed
Davis.
May the spirits
like
guide your
opportunities for you to fail and be unable to solve the case at all while you're progressing it. For example, when I went to this place, the Spectre Society, if I had said to this woman something snarky about the spirits like telling on her, I wouldn't be able to get any information from this place. In the last one, there was a woman who was a voodoo priestess. If I had said something to really upset her, I wouldn't have gotten any information from her about her son, who was falsely accused, and probably couldn't have finished the case. So it's like, be nice to people, you fucker. Linda probably works here.
Welcome back. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
It's the Paw Grape voice, but like, not. Paw Grape is a bit like, oh, like this.
All right, I'll do my
Yeah,
best
pretty
to answer.
much. Save early, save often, I guess, in this case.
Do you by chance employ a seamstress named Linda Walker?
I do, yes.
Is she here?
No, she has the day off today, but she'll be in tomorrow.
Would it be possible to have her address?
Begging your pardon, but why should I give it to you?
This is another opportunity for me to possibly bork the case right now. So I can either say, I'm a private investigator, it's crucial to this case. She's my sister and we've lost touch. Her son... Oh, it's not that one. Her son and mine were schoolmates, have something to return. It's not that one because her son has unfortunately passed. Probably either the first in the sense of being honest. The second is a bit more discreet. But truth is usually, in my eyes, the best way. Ooh, excuse me. Got an alert for another water drink. I'm not sure though. This guy's name is Jonah Solomon. For the last one though, if I do say that they were schoolmates, does it mean that... Maybe talking about her son... This says were schoolmates, so it could mean that not... It doesn't imply that her son is still alive. Evie, can you just tell me if the last one is good or bad? Because it's the only thing that we know about her beyond that we know that she's in the Spirit Society, she's a seamstress, and she lost her husband and son. We don't know if she has a sister, and maybe telling her boss that we're looking for her as a suspect or something in this case that could be worse off for everybody, I feel like. Last one's not bad. Okay. Does it say anything? I want to try it because it's kind of the only thing we know about her. We basically either spook him related to this. He's like, what the fuck? She doesn't have a sister and he's like, what the fuck? But we know for sure that she had a son. We know for sure. I'm gonna try this and I'll reload.
Her son, Alexander, and mine.
We have his name! Okay.
I just found a book he lent my son, and I wanted to return it. I've been trying to track her down for ages, and only just found out where she worked.
Oh, I see. It was a terrible tragedy what happened with her boy.
That makes
and
more
her
sense. We do
husband.
have his name.
I know how private Mrs. Walker is, but I'm sure she would appreciate
And she's
you
very
returning her
private,
son's
okay.
book. All right. She lives at 403 St. Agnes Street.
Remember when you couldn't even bring yourself to trick people into thinking their shoelaces were untied? You've come a long way, Miles.
I'll be taking my leave of you now, Mr.
How much of the case? Yeah, we haven't told him at all that we didn't tell him at all that we're even a PI. Like, other people we come in and say like, hey, we're an investigator. I don't think we said anything to him about it, though. We said it to the moneylender, though, because he was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I wrote down that his had a son named Alexander. That makes sense. The more you can bring up... It reminds me of Gabriel Knight 1, right? Where you have to call the vet about, what's her name? Fuck, I forgot her name. But the old lady who's like I know about the voodoo priestesses. She's like French or whatever. And we only know that she has a dog because when she calls you, there's a dog barking and she says his name. So you could call the vet and say like, oh, I'm looking for this woman. Do you know where she lives? And it's like, well, why the fuck do you want to know? And it's like, you could say like, oh, I'm her son or her nephew, or say something as specific as possible, which is the name of her dog, related to the vet. Keep lying and keeping a shutout and being a PI might be relevant. Yeah, exactly. It reminds me of that case in Gabriel Knight. That moment. That puzzle, I guess. SB plus CS. Is that relevant or just a little thingy?
His machine is quiet. It's already gone up considerably in my estimation.
You could learn a thing or two from it, Bill.
Some people would call that humming and hissing the sound of progress. I'd call it annoying. It says here that Linda Walker is in the upstairs apartment, and someone named Douglas Emafiel is under the stairs.
I'm gonna save. Hi, Linda. This could go bad. I don't know why. I just feel like it might go bad.
Nobody home. Now what?
Too easy.
Still nobody home. You're only gonna draw unwanted attention to yourself if you keep this up.
I'm gonna go check the downstairs neighbor. See if they know her. Were you that tall?
What? Who are you? Are you from the Steamworks?
Afraid not, sir.
Damn. Oh well, what can I do for you?
Ooh, why'd you ask if I was from the Steamworks?
Why did you think I was from the Steamworks?
Because I contacted them a few days ago when my boiler broke, and nobody has come to repair it yet. I should have known better. Those fools always take their time, if they even bother showing up at all. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in here with nothing but cold water. If I catch pneumonia and die, you'll know who to blame.
His boiler's broken. I wonder if you have to fix it.
Do you know Linda Walker?
Of course. She lives upstairs. Who's asking?
I'm Miles Fordham. I'm trying to find Linda so I can speak with her.
What's your business with her?
I'm afraid that's private.
Well, she's out right now. You'll have to come back another time if you want to visit her.
Have you got any idea when Mrs. Walker will be back?
Not for a few days. She told me she was going away for a bit.
Damn!
Ah, that reminds me. She asked me to water her plants while she was gone. Just need to remember where I put the spare key.
Did you say something about having a spare key to Mrs. Walker's apartment?
Sure. I'm her landlord. I look after the place when she's gone. Got a bit of a green thumb, that one, so she puts me in charge of watering her plants. The trip up is a bit of a pain, though. My hips aren't what they used to be.
I'm a private detective and I need you to give me that key. We could just say, like, use the same story that you used for Solomon and say that you're a friend of her sadly deceased son. And I need to get in there. Okay. What do you guys think? Should I tell him I'm a PI? I feel like he won't give it to me anyway. I don't know. I feel like he'll just be like, fuck no, either way. Better than nothing. I wonder if I have to fix this. Or this, whatever, which one? I have an itch, hold on. I don't know, I don't really want to tell him. Because it's like,
I'm a private detective, and it's of the utmost importance that I get that key from you.
Right. Private detective. I don't have to do anything you say. You're not really the law. So nice try. But I'm not betraying Mrs. Walker's trust so easily.
He says that now. but I'm willing to bet he'd do it if it benefited him in some way.
Sorry to bother you, sir. I'll just be on my way.
Might be time to do something. Yeah, I'm thinking we gotta...
Miles,
Oh,
what
what?
are you doing? You don't know the first thing about steam engine repair.
It can't be that hard to work out.
If you're serious about getting it fixed, I'd suggest looking for someone who knows about
Yeah, I
this
don't know
sort of
shit
thing
about this.
first.
What is this?
But if you just want to charge in blindly, be my guest.
Nope. I'm not doing that. Who would be able to help? I don't know. Probably not. I don't think Constance would be able to help. Money Guy, no. Mrs. Davis, no. Neither of them, no. Solomon does shit with clothes, no. I don't think she could commune with spirits to do it for her. Maybe my wife? Oh, she's done working.
I'm here.
Good to see you've made it back in one piece.
Real quick, what day is it? It's October 9th. Okay, so they had the last meeting on September 19th. She came over... She said she came over 2 days ago. Okay.
Addie?
What do you need, dear?
You weren't kidding about business picking up. You're averaging what, about 3 appointments per day?
More like 5. I told you, debutante ball season's busy.
Doesn't it get tiresome?
Not really. You'd be surprised at the sort of gossip I hear from my clients. I don't know what it is, but they just open up to me and tell me all kinds of personal things. You sure you don't want me to give you a trim?
I'm fine for now, dear. Thank you.
Get your fucking haircut!
I'd forgotten how good you are at écarté. You absolutely destroyed me the other night.
As I recall, you used to hold your own pretty well.
We should have another match soon. That way I can hone my skills.
Yes, we should. As long as you can concentrate, I'm sure you'll get as good as you used to be.
Addie, did you ever work with or meet a musician
He's a
in
musician.
Gascon named Roland?
Roland?
Yes, a piano player.
Oh, of course. That's gotta be Roland Devereaux. Yes, I know him. I'd just as soon never hear the name again, if I'm being honest.
That bad, huh?
He's just an arrogant little twerp. Completely full of himself, thinks he's God's gift to music.
Oh,
he
what a
really
bitch.
isn't very good. Misses notes like you wouldn't believe. Used to throw me off the few times I sang with him.
Well, he's a person of
What a
interest in my
bitch.
current case. Any idea where I can find him?
Last I heard, he was playing a regular gig at the Crimson Cat, but that was a few years ago. If he's not still there, they might know where he went.
Thanks, dear. That's incredibly helpful.
My pleasure.
She's like, he sucked, but what else?
I can't believe the nerve of that narrow-minded old cow.
Who, Mrs. Delacroix? She's actually one of my nicest clients.
I don't know how you can tolerate her. If I were you, I'd strike her off my list.
If I did that for every one of my clients who thought the same as her, I'd be out of a job. That's just the way it is.
Maybe so, but it doesn't make it any less infuriating.
True.
Have you ever heard of a group called the Spectre Society?
I think I had a client once who mentioned it. There's some kind of spiritualist group, right?
So it would seem.
I don't really know anything else about them, sorry.
Addie, you wouldn't happen to have any manuals on repairing steam engines in your library, would you?
Thinking of changing careers?
No, there's just a boiler that needs repairing and I need to figure out how to do it.
A boiler? What kind of engine is it?
I'm not sure, but it had Whitney 200 embossed on the side.
Oh, of course. That's one of the most common steam engines around.
She's so
Used in
smart. Love
practically
her.
Everything. In fact, the player piano at the Firkin and Fryer had one, and that thing was always going out of alignment. If that's all that's happened with this one, I know how to fix it. Used to have to do
Yes!
it all the time.
Adelaide Fordham, you are just
What a
full of
queen!
surprises.
Where is this boiler?
Not terribly far. It's a
Love
townhouse
her.
on St. Agnes in Livingston.
Let's go then. I could use some fresh air.
I love her.
Not quite a player piano, but it shouldn't be too tough. Would you like me to walk you through it, or would you prefer I fix it myself?
Oh, wait, that's cute. We can have her. Oh. I don't know. I kind of want her to do it. 'Cause I don't know. Let's co-op it. Okay, have her help us. I'll have her help us then. Have it be a little co-op mission.
Please, tell me what I need to do.
All right, let's take a closer look. Right, the first thing you'll want to do is open up the firebox door and light that coal on fire. And it'll be a good idea to open the engine hatch too, so you can keep an eye on it.
Okay, so Got it. Open the firebox on the left. Should say open engine hatch 2? This one? Imagine it's this one.
That was easy enough. What's next?
Now you want to open the flue and close the fire door so the water in the tank starts boiling. Once that happens, steam will enter the dome, and that big pressure indicator will start going up. Assuming the steam valve is completely shut, of course.
And if it isn't?
Then the pressure will be transferred into the engine and the small indicator will go up. You want to use the valves to balance out the pressure and get just the right amount into the engine before starting it up.
And what is the right amount?
If I remember correctly, it was 3 on the small gauge. Less than that and the engine won't start. Any higher will tear the thing apart.
All right, here goes nothing.
Okay, so... Got it. Open it, close the door, allow steam to build up. What else did she say? Click on the pressure gauge? I think I'm fucking this up. Already, I needed to write down what she was saying. No! Let me load. Hold on. I need to load, guys. I gotta figure this out.
Hey, Addie, here I am.
It's always nice.
Give me a sec. It's stressful. It's stressful. I don't know how to repair things.
Addie?
What do you need, dear?
This is about to be the engine. You need to move the valve at the top. Oh! Okay. Above the readout. Okay. I'm assuming.
You weren't...
More like...
Doesn't it...
Not really.
I'm just spamming through this.
You sure you don't want me to give you a... As I... Yeah.
Addie, did you ever...
No, I'm not cutting any wires.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Of course. Yeah.
Well,
if you...
Thanks.
Good thing it saves, auto-saves on map screens. That's actually so nice.
I don't know how...
If I...
Have you ever... How are things going with you?
I'm a bit worried about some rumors I've been hearing.
Oh?
They're saying it won't be long before automated hairdressing devices are available to the public. Once that happens, it's going to be tough for me to keep getting jobs.
Automated hairdressing devices? How would those even work? Do they read your mind?
Doubtful. More than likely they'll have some kind of settings or just give everyone the same type of hairstyle.
I wouldn't worry too much, Addie. You're the best hairdresser in town. I doubt people will place their trust in some contraption over you.
You underestimate my clientele, Miles.
Ugh,
They're mostly
what
all
bitches?
rich socialites whose hobbies are buying the most expensive and modern things just to outdo their peers. They'll be sending their servants to line up for days before the things are released.
Perhaps, but they'll come running back to you once the machines stop working. You'll see.
I certainly hope so.
Oh, it's so sad. Let this woman keep the job. Okay. I need to write some notes on how to do this. Evie, could you do me a favor? Mod in chat. Can I request something of you? If you have a moment. I don't really want to look at a walkthrough or anything, but could you maybe find the steps written out somewhere and just send me a screenshot? Because I want to be able to do it, even though it's kind of cute that I can just have her do it because she's equipped to do it and like she's got the skills, but I do kind of want to try it. So if you could maybe find like some steps, if they exist online, of how to do it. I just want to be able to visually like refer to something because I didn't write it down while it was happening, so. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay. I'm gonna... okay, got it. Thank you so much. Okay. So it's open the firebox door on the left. If you need more exact info on one of the steps... Okay. To get a reading of 3, open the pressure valve by moving it to the right only once. Click the top 2 smaller valves. Okay, got it. This is confusing already, but we got this. Okay. Open the firebox door on the left to see the coal lighter and flue. Open the engine hatch to see a small gauge and a starter valve. Click on the large pressure valve at the top to make sure it's not shutting off by turning it completely to the left, if it wasn't already. That's the first step. After opening the tube, do that. Click on the lighter to ignite the coal. Click on the flue to open it. Click on the firebox door to close it and allow steam to build up. Click on the pressure valve at the top and open it by turning it to the right. Taking care that the pointer doesn't move onto the red part of the gauge. Balance the pressure by clicking one or more of the 3 small valves to get a 3 on the reading. Okay. Okay. Click on the starter valve. It might take me a couple tries. But I'm gonna try. One sec. Just making sure I can read all these steps at the same time. This might be the last thing I do, guys, because I'm getting hungry. Do-do-do-do. Thank you again, EB. Okay, I can see everything.
Addie, you wouldn't happen to have any manuals on repairing
we
steam
go.
engines in your library?
Thinking of
No.
a boiler? Oh, of course. That's one of the most common. In fact, the player
EP and
piano, if that's
Ungi.
all that's
Yeah,
happening,
that's me.
Where is?
Not terribly far. It's at...
Let's go then. Not quite a player piano, but it shouldn't be too tough. Would you like me to walk you through it, or would you prefer I fix it myself?
I'll try this one more time whenever I get frustrated and I'll
Please,
just hover
tell me
to
what
it.
I need to do.
All right, let's take a closer look. Right, the first thing you'll want to do is open up the firebox door and light that coal on fire. And
Okay.
it'll be a good idea to open the engine hatch too, so you can keep an eye on it.
So there's small valve and the big valve. Okay. Opened each. Okay. And the guide says click on the large pressure valve at the top to make sure it's shut off by turning it completely to the left.
It won't go any further in that direction.
Okay, when I press less, it won't go any further. Amazing. Click on the lighter for the coal.
That was easy enough. What's next?
Now you want to open the flue and close the fire door so the water in the tank starts boiling. Once that happens, steam will enter the dome, and that big pressure indicator will start going up. Assuming the steam valve is completely shut, of course.
And if it isn't?
Then the pressure will be transferred into the engine and the small indicator will go up. You want to use the valves to balance out the pressure and get just the right amount into the engine before starting it up.
And what is the right amount?
If I remember correctly, it was 3 on the small gauge. Less than that and the engine won't start. Any higher will tear the thing apart.
All right, here goes nothing.
Okay, so it says click on the flue to open it, click on the firebox door to close it, and then it says to get a reading of 3, open the pressure valve by moving it to the right only once, then click on the top 2 small valves. I'm gonna try to do that. And then... Okay. May I click, please? Does that look right? They're both at around 3. Balance the pressure by clicking one more. Yeah, I got that. I think I got it!
Nice work, Miles.
Yay!
Maybe if the private investigator thing doesn't work out, we can start our own engine repair service. Boilers are a lot like people, you know. They need to let off steam occasionally.
Hell yeah. I mean, the guide helps a bunch.
Remember that, dearest.
But
Anyway,
her
I need to
instructions
be
was
off
the
for my
best.
appointment with Mrs. Lupone. I'll see you tonight.
Thank you, Addie. I love you. Don't get hit by anything on the street. Yes! Addie is the best. Addie best girl. Hell yeah. Hi Mundo! Thank you for the redeem.
Yes? What is it?
Let me think of a fun fact to provide. Well, I tell this man I fixed the boiler.
I fixed the boiler for you.
What? Are you serious? It's pretty pathetic when some yahoo off the street does a better job than the people paid to do this sort of thing. I owe you, friend.
Might I take you up on that offer and get that spare key to the apartment?
Oh, right. You said you were a private detective, didn't you? Did Mrs. Walker do something wrong? Is she in trouble?
I'm not entirely sure yet, which is why I need to take a look inside her apartment.
I see. Well, I wouldn't normally do this, but you did me a great service by fixing the boiler. I can't just give you the spare key, but I can let you into the apartment.
That'll be just fine. Thank you.
Hey! Okay, oh god.
What in the ether?
Cripes, did a tornado come through this place or what?
Looks as though she definitely left in a hurry. I wonder if she planned on ever coming back.
I'll be waiting for you in the kitchen, Mr. Fordham. Just let me know when you're done looking around.
Whoa. Can I get a Klingon fun fact? I don't know really anything about Klingon. Conlings I don't know a lot about, but they are rather interesting. Let me think of one. I guess it's kind of a simple fun fact, but it's the first thing that came to mind, I guess. I did a field methods course where it was like, hey, you don't know what language you're going to be looking into, but this is a field methods class, so we're going to bring in a speaker of a random language, and you're going to have to just listen to them speak and gather data and figure out, like, what the deal with the language is. Basically like you would do in the encountering a language in the field, like if you went to a language community, you went to speakers and were to learn about language and document it and things like that. And we had a speaker of Telugu, which is a language of South India. I believe Southwest India, but I could be misremembering. There's so many people in India, probably a bunch of people speak it, but I believe South. And while we were investigating it, the first step is like phonetics and phonology. Phonetics and phonology. Which is like, okay, what sounds are in the language, which ones are contrastive, i.e. which ones, if there's like one sound that's different in a word, just one, and they end up making a different meaning, they're contrastive, things like that. And this language had retroflex consonants, which some people have a hard time articulating. I can try, but they not only had retroflex consonants, but they also had remnants in this speaker, it's just one speaker, of retroflex aspirated consonants, which was crazy. So you hear retroflex consonants in like Vietnamese as well. I believe they have them. I don't want to be wrong. Do they have them? Yes, they do. Okay. They have a retroflex on aspirated T, which is like, I was concerned I'd be wrong. But it's kind of like, let me see if I can do it. The T that we have is like the T sound, but in Telugu and a bunch of other languages, a lot have retroflex. It's like T, T, T. It's really hard to hear, but like you would curl your tongue tip back more than you're used to. When you hear various Indian accents or Indian languages spoken, you can hear them. But basically, I did a kind of aspirated form because there was air coming out when I made that sound. But basically, fun fact is that I don't know if Telugu still maintains the aspirated and unaspirated distinctions in retroflex consonants, but it was super fucking hard using only one speaker and trying to ask for words that have basically these sounds that you are thinking exist, because native speakers don't really have concept of that, especially native speakers that don't know anything about linguistics. So the fun fact is twofold. Telugu's really cool, and every language is really cool, but it was really cool looking at Telugu, and they have remnants in this one speaker of an aspirated, unaspirated distinction that was really hard to hear. And also, linguistics is one of those things that if you are a native speaker and you don't have any interest in it, you won't fucking think about at all. So as a field worker, you have to be like, hey, just talk to me. Just talk. It's fine. I'll figure it out and I'll ask you questions later, but you just talk and we'll work this out together. But anyway, it's a long-winded ramble to say, wow, it's cool. Let's check out what she's got here.
There's a handwritten note here. Valerian mixed with chamomile.
Oh god.
Sedative effects, deep sleep.
Seems Mrs. Walker's an amateur herbalist.
Maybe not so amateur. I'd love to see the look on Mrs. Davis's face if she knew it wasn't a spirit that possessed her. In fact, let's go tell her, so I can see it.
You've gotten fairly misanthropic in your death, Bill.
Have I? I hadn't noticed.
She drugged her.
These will make... These will... I don't know about you, but I'm starting to have my fill of plants and flowers.
What did it say? Valerian plus chamomile. Sedative.
Torn apart. She took most everything. Well, it doesn't appear she had much to take. Torn apart.
Dang, okay.
I thought my apartment was messy. A fairly recent model. Linda must have spent a good portion of her wages on it. Nice patterns. I wonder if Linda makes all her own clothes.
Perhaps.
It's a boy. Can't be more than 7 or 8 years old. If that's Linda's son, why would she leave this behind?
Good question.
Huh, left behind photo of maybe her son. That's so weird. Of maybe her own son. Do you guys think we can finish this case tonight? We're kind of close, but there are ads coming up, so I just want to know if I can maybe just keep going.
Well, at least that painting cheers the place up a little bit. The books she left behind are all trashy romance novels. Why wouldn't she take those? They're clearly the best ones.
I feel like we're like going pretty good here. But the other one did take a lot of twists and turns, so... Wallpaper
that bit of torn
bulge.
Wallpaper looks almost deliberate. What do you know? She hid a book behind the wallpaper. Looks like a journal.
Alright. Here we go. April 5th. I don't believe it. Can it be true? At tonight's meeting, I struck up a conversation with Henrietta. Charles Harris was born the day Alexander died, and he has blue eyes. Remember they said eye color stays the same for metempsychosis? And she probably thinks the soul is in the other baby. I knew it! I know I shouldn't jump to conclusions, but this is too perfect to be a fluke. To be sure, I need to find something of Alexander's appropriate for an infant. Maybe his old bear? It also says that they maintain an affinity for objects. Charles loved Barney. Henrietta told me she's never seen him react with such joy to any of his other playthings. There is no doubt now in my mind. Charles Harris is the reincarnation of my beloved Alexander. At last we can be together again. At last I can seek his forgiveness. I just need to find a way to take him from his false parents without getting dear Henrietta in trouble. I had the nightmare last night. Alexander's cries of, why did you do it, mother? Were nearly too much to bear. When I have him again, I can finally explain that I couldn't do anything to stop him. Thomas was a monster and I was at my wit's end. She poisoned her husband! Dear Samuel had helped me so much. Samuel. And there was no turning back once he consumed the tainted pie. How was I to know Alexander's friend would take ill and he would arrive home early? Watching my boy share the poisoned meal with his father was the worst moment of my life. I need to get him back. So she poisoned? Who's Samuel? What? I'm gonna snooze ads for a little bit. That's from August 24th. October 6th. Finally, after months of thinking, I have a plan. Samuel's introduction on the nature of plants has been the key. I will visit Henrietta tonight at the Paris residence and prepare everything. It must look as though a burglar entered the nursery and tore his coat. And tonight, I will have my baby again. Who is Samuel? Did I write that down? Am I stupid? Who is that? When I have him again, I can finally explain that I couldn't do anything to stop him. Thomas was a monster and I was at my wit's end. Dear Samuel helped me so much. And there was no turning back when he, I think Thomas, had consumed the tainted pie. We love that ambiguity of English, second person pronouns. Or, you know, pronouns. Third person pronouns, excuse me. How was I to know that Alexander's friend, her son's friend, would take ill and he would arrive home early? So Alexander got home earlier than she was expecting. Watching my boy share the poison meal with his father was the— why didn't you stop them? Samuel's instruction on the who is he? Charles is her reincarnated. Who is he going to be the actual suspect? Or actual person who committed it?
Well, this is pretty damn incriminating.
I'll say. Now we just need to figure out where she's gone, as well as how she managed to drug Mrs. Davis.
Oh, we've got you now, Linda. Thought you could be clever and get away with the baby, did you?
Bill?
Well, you thought wrong. With Fordham and Legere on the case, the only thing you're getting is a one-way trip to jail.
Bill?
And the worst part is how sloppy she was. I mean, really? She couldn't
Is he
think
okay?
to pick up a button? She might as well have left a signed confession in the crib for all the good it did her.
Bill, would you just shut up, for God's sake? Huh? Is everything all right?
Yes, everything's just fine. I just stubbed my toe on the bed frame.
You ought to be more careful, Mr. Fordham.
Sorry, Miles. You know how I get when we're close to solving a case.
You always do this. I need to concentrate, and I can't hear myself think with you yapping away.
Right. Sorry. I'll keep it to myself.
Thank you.
But you have to admit, she really would have saved us the trouble if—
Bill.
Right. Not another peep. As you were.
Damn, he's like, give me some peace. That's so funny. Who is Samuel, though? Am I stupid? Who is he? Because Solomon's first name is Jonah. It stands for— SS stands for Solomon Stitching. It's not Samuel Solomon. Who is he? Not introduced yet. Okay, T. I was gonna say, as long as he's not around, it's fine. Okay, let's go. Go. Who is he? The way I walk, am I okay? What's happening?
I hope you were able to find out what you needed.
Yes, thank you for your cooperation.
There's fucking coercion going on. Samuel. Also, this is maybe TMI. But this— the spot where my heart monitor is itchy. It hurts. Hello.
Crimson Cat. One of my favorite underground clubs. Ooh, I spent some wild nights here. Which reminds me, I wonder if Stefan is still working the bar these days. Fine beer always served here. Good to know. Good old Bollingworth Ale. Unlike so many
Keeps
other
coming
things
up.
in life, it never lets you down. Well, not while you're drinking it anyway. The next morning is another story entirely. Attention customers. Use of Dr. Tennyson's Vigor pills while under the influence of alcohol may cause loss of consciousness. It's nice to see this establishment looking out for its patrons. Seagrave's Stasholine, high-quality mustache wax. You know, I always wondered what you'd look like with a mustache. This place has been around for quite some time. That well-dressed feline is Red, the official mascot.
Can't talk to them, okay.
Looks like a view of Claremont Street with St. Denis Cathedral in the background.
Please consult a professional.
Call me old-fashioned, but I've always felt the piano should be played by an actual human. These automated ones just don't have any soul. Looks like they've got Bollingworth, Millhopper, and Brooklyn Lager. Not a bad set of beers.
Also, ads are about to happen. I don't really want to take another BRB, so I might just keep going, but I'm gonna go slow. So hang in there.
Quite the selection. It rivals even the Angel.
Hey, sir.
Excuse me, are you Roland Devereaux?
Who's asking?
Miles Fordham, private investigator. I wanted to ask you some questions.
Sure, whatever you say.
Ew!
So, I take it you're a musician?
A musician? Am I a musician? Man, you insult me. Ask anyone who hears me tickle those ivories. They'll all tell you. I'm doing the Lord's work.
Whoa!
I am more than just a mere
Wow, Addie was right.
musician. I have a purpose on this earth, and that is to move people, to bring joy to their souls.
And this is after you've set the piano back to manual, right?
I don't expect a layman like yourself to understand, least of all a private eye. Your job is exploiting people's misery. I don't know how you can even look at yourself.
Oh, it's fairly easy. But then I expect you've never gone more than 5 minutes without looking at yourself.
T. It's gonna sound weird, but there's a short indie game that has this art style reminds me of. It's a much weirder game though. It's called Dinner with an Owl. Ooh, if you're in the Discord, you should drop it in there. Also, ads are happening, so I'll say that again once ads are done.
Are you acquainted with a woman named Miriam Harris?
Sure. Acquainted. That's definitely a word you could use. But then, I'm also acquainted with about 20 other women in this borough alone.
Fascinating. Could you tell me about Miriam, please?
Sure. That woman could talk the ear off a cornstalk.
Oh? She said you didn't talk much.
That's right, I don't. She talks plenty for the both of us. Always going on about how sick she is of the phony high society types, how glad she is to be with someone real. But hey, she's loaded. And she's pretty good in bed, so it's a nice little thing we got going on.
Damn.
Are you aware that Mrs. Harris's son was kidnapped last night?
What? Kidnapped?
Yes. Do you know anything about it?
No, not at all. I mean, I knew she had a son. She wouldn't shut up about him. Why would anyone take someone else's child voluntarily?
He hates kids.
Are people that desperate to have their own little brats?
Do you hate kids, sir?
I assume you're not a fan of children?
Let's just put it this way. I would rather have a hot poker shoved up my ass repeatedly than ever have to deal with a child.
Well, that's quite specific.
There is no way in hell I'm going to tie myself down and give up this great life of mine. If this lady's kid's been stolen, she'll probably leave her husband and want a replacement brat. I'm not gonna be that sucker, that's for sure. Thanks, friend. You've really opened my eyes. I think the time has come to exit stage left from Mrs. Harris's life.
You're a real piece of work, Roland.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's quite enough for now.
It's about time.
What a fucker. What a piece of shit. Alright, so we talked to him. Oh, okay, bye. What else do I do with this man except slug him in the head? What a fucker. Okay, slimy prick. Welcome back, everybody, from the ad. Welcome back. We just talked to a stupid fuck. He's gone for the map now. That's how stupid he is.
Welcome back, Mr. Fordham.
I don't think there's anything she can help with right now.
Oh, okay. I thought I could tell her about what's going on.
What a ridiculous contraption.
I'll be going now.
May the spirits guide
Hi,
you to that which
I'm
you
leaving. Okay. Love it. Shit. Okay, we gotta... Let's go talk to everybody.
Hello again.
I have some questions for you, Mrs. Davis.
All right.
Mrs. Davis, where did you get the tea you drank on the night of the kidnapping?
From my own private supply. I drink a blend of hibiscus and elderberry. It clears the mind and puts me more in tune with the spirits.
Did it taste off to you?
No. Why do you ask?
Because I think your tea may have been drugged.
Wait, are you saying?
I believe Mrs. Walker used her own herbs to drug your tea, knowing you'd drink a cup the following evening. She then snuck into the house after you'd fallen asleep and took the child.
Oh my word, I never
Phoebe.
would have thought.
I know, Mrs. Davis. But don't worry, I'm doing everything I can to find her.
Oh, may the spirits guide you, Mr. Fordham.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Davis.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Well, I'd say we have everything we need to prove it was Linda who drugged Mrs. Davis's tea and took the child. It would be ideal if we could find out where she's gone before reporting back to Upton, though.
So I found out how to remove my keys to clean, but I'm stuck in caps lock now. We'll be quiet for a minute while watching. It's like an old man who's just like, okay. Enjoy cleaning your keyboard. It can be a scary and great experience. I want to know about this Samuel guy.
Late Mr. Davis.
I gotta find out about him. Huh? What'd you say? Could you speak up?
I'll be going now, Mrs. Davis.
May the spirits guide.
Could you speak up, please? But seriously, it's all good. Where the fuck could he be? And she be?
Welcome back.
Also, I have a taco in there that I could eat when stream is done. That's why I'm excited to finish. Let me turn on my earpiece. Hello? Speak into this, please.
I'll let you know if I have...
There's only people I can, like, go up to.
Sit tight, Mrs. Harris.
Huh. Who the fuck is Samuel? I'm going crazy. Your name is Chester. It's not fucking you. But I can talk to you.
I've got some more...
Go ahead.
Tell me a bit about yourself and your business.
I didn't talk to him about himself? Whoops.
To tell. I lend people money, they pay me back.
Surely it's not that simple.
Well, of course I charge interest. Otherwise, I'd never make a profit. I know people don't look upon the service I provide very favorably, but without my help, there would be a lot more unhappiness in the world.
How did you go about starting up this business?
I didn't. My former employer, Mr. Roth, left it to me when he passed.
That was rather good of him.
Yes, well, he didn't have any heirs, and he considered me to be the son he never had. He was fond of my family, too. I try and keep my work and home life as far away from each other as I can, though. There's a lot of things in this line of work that my wife and daughter are better off not knowing about.
I think that's all for now.
I just didn't ask him about himself. Okay. Great. That's covered, though. Linda? Samuel? I guess I can go talk to Upton, because I don't have to say the case is over. I can just talk to her about it, and I haven't in a while, so...
Can we talk?
Go on, I'm listening.
Ah!
That's it, I think.
We just said wrap up case, not go over case. I'm out of here! Unless that's what I have to do to find her. If not, I'm gonna do everything I can to do something else.
You should talk to the landlord. Some people would call that humming and hissing the sound of progress. I'd call it annoying.
What else would even be in there, though? I'm gonna come back in a second, but I think Addie's gone, I think she said. She's doing someone else's hair. Yeah, she's not home. Okay. I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking. Maybe there was something I didn't find in Linda's house?
Be careful not to cut. Probably won't be another year or so before.
We gotta talk to a certain person about the tea. The tea. The tea. I can't talk to either of them. Thank you for the lead, I appreciate it. Also, hope cleaning your keyboard is going well. Who can I talk to about the tea?
Yes? What is it?
Evie, hold on, I'm gonna look something up for you. Homemade keycap remover. Evie, do you happen to own paper clips? Because you can make a homemade keycap remover very easily with 2 paper clips. The method is to like unfold them so they look like your fingers are better. Okay, okay. Just be careful. Don't hurt your fingies. Only have one? Oh fuck.
All right.
Sucks. I can't talk to him about the tea. Okay.
It's a boy. Can't be more than 7 or 8 years old. If that's Linda's son, why would she leave this behind?
Because she thinks she's got the real thing again.
Who else could I talk to about the fucking tea?
Torn up in the book. These will make. I don't know about you, but
Oh, the trash pile. I couldn't look at it
you're actually
before.
gonna dig through that mess?
Or I didn't.
Sure, but
I forgot you gotta click on things twice sometimes. The devil lives in the post office. Whoa! 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 I can move shit! Solomon Stitching. Mr. Tulamarine's Salt. Peter Solution. And...
a receipt with yesterday's date. One-way train ticket to Pierre in Lorraine. Departed this afternoon.
Thought she could get away easy, it seems. Well, I hate to disappoint her.
what does that say? The devil lives in the post office and other tales of the... I can't read the last word. Paperclip, not finger. EB has multiple fingers. That's good.
A receipt with yesterday's date. One-way train ticket to Pierre in Lorraine. Departed this afternoon.
Thought she...
Make sure there's nothing else on the floor. Alright, we now know where she's going. We need to talk to one more fucking person.
I hope you were...
Yes.
She's on a train. Fuck, man. What do we do now?
Hello?
My mother had a pewter. Seems like that boiler's...
can still talk to her?
I'll let you know if I have anything.
All
Nope.
right.
It's just different because sometimes Bill either says like, no, there's nothing else to talk to you about, bye. Like, don't go up to them, basically. Or you can and just say like,
May the spirit.
I'll talk to you again later. Goodbye. I'm thinking.
I don't think he's...
Just going in and out of people's buildings. Yeah, I talked to her about the tea and she told me that she usually drinks a hibiscus and elderberry combo. And then we asked her if there was anything weird about the tea and she was like, nope. And we were like, I don't think so. And then she was like, we said, well, we think you were drugged and shit. So, yeah. We need 3 clues about Linda to close the case. We have 3 now. We have 4. Her tragic past, notes about her plans, the journal about her dead son, and a receipt that she is on the move. Is she in the suspects list? Yes, she's in the suspects list. But we haven't met Samuel yet, which means he might come up later. When you're ready, I think? Alright, I'm gonna save. Are we ready? Who is Samuel? We'll find out, I guess.
Can we talk?
Go on, I'm listening.
No, yeah, no worries.
I'm ready to wrap this case up.
Okay, who's your prime suspect?
It was Linda Walker,
Who is she?
a seamstress who befriended the Harris family nanny. She took the child because she believes he's the reincarnation of her deceased son, whom she accidentally poisoned.
My God.
You'll find a journal explaining her motive at her apartment, as well as the plants she used to drug Mrs. Davis.
But what about the broken window in the nursery?
All part of a false crime scene she set up to draw our attention away from her.
Excellent work, Miles. Did you manage to find out where Mrs. Walker is now?
Yes, I found a receipt for a one-way train ticket to Pierre, which departed this afternoon.
Fantastic. We can send a telegram to the train
Telegram.
station and have her arrested upon arrival. You've done extremely well, Fordham. Snelling could only hope to have a detective as good as you again.
You flatter me.
Then I'd better stop before your head gets any bigger. All right, Miles. I'll go through the proper channels
Hopefully we got
and
that
report
right.
information as an anonymous tip. And of course, I'll dip into the department's Good Samaritan fund to get you proper compensation for your work. For now, go home to your wife. I'm sure I'll have something else for you to look into fairly soon.
We got a second case.
Welcome to Lorraine. An awfully cute baby you got there.
Is this the South?
Thank you, sir. This is my son, Alexander.
Alexander. That's a good name. Strong.
His name's Charles.
Yes, thank you. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in a bit of a hurry and I need to get to my hotel.
Of course. I won't keep you any longer, Mrs. Walker.
Thank you. Wait. How did you know my name?
I didn't. It was a lucky guess. But now, seeing as I know your name,
Is Lorraine
allow me
like
to
the
tell you
South?
mine.
Or like
I'm Sheriff Zeke Dollarhide. Linda Walker,
Dollarhide?
you are under arrest for the kidnapping of Charles Harris. Surrender the child and come with me.
No, you've got it all wrong. This is my son. This is my Alexander.
Ma'am, please don't make this difficult. Come along to the
Please
station.
don't make this
We'll get
difficult.
all sorted out.
Yay!
Addie, are you home?
Oh, she's not
Still
home.
at her appointment, it would seem. You know, Miles, I have to say, I'm proud of you.
Why's that?
It's because you actually listened.
So does this mean you'll keep quiet until morning?
I said I was proud of you. I didn't say you were getting a reprieve.
Then I need to figure out how I'm going to sleep through the night without the soporific.
You worry about that too much, Miles. You can sleep when you're dead.
You don't ever seem to.
That's because I slept quite enough when I was alive.
In any case, I need to clear my head. The best way to do that after a case was always going for a drink at the Angel.
The Angel? But you haven't been there since...
Since you died. But perhaps getting back into old routines will help.
Perhaps. It would be nice to see old Patrick again at the very least. Then it's settled. A drink or two at the Angel, for old time's sake.
1 or 2. Don't forget that part.
I have to say, it's been a real pleasure having you back, Miles. I was worried about you.
I appreciate your concern, Patrick. The past few months have been a bit rough, but it's good to be back in familiar territory.
Miles, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Well, it may be none of my business, and you can feel free to tell me to stuff it.
Enough with the preamble, Patrick. Just ask.
I know you quit the force, but why are you still working as a private investigator? Why not leave all that detecting stuff behind?
Good question. I don't know how to do anything else. I'll go insane if I don't. You're right, it isn't any of your business, so stuff it.
It's all I know. My grandfather was a cop, my father was a cop, so I became a cop. That's just how it went.
Oh, I hear ya. I come from 3 generations of butchers myself, but I broke the streak because I can't handle the sight of blood.
If only that had been true in my case.
Now then, will you be wanting another drink?
I'm not sure. I've already had 2. I should probably be getting... Wait a minute. Patrick, do you hear something?
No, Miles. I don't hear anything.
Neither do I. Another gin, if you please.
Coming right up.
The lady did say not to just drink. Oh my god. Hello!
I must have taken a wrong turn back there. Hopefully Addie
There's
won't
like a
hear me come
laughing
in.
what? Ah! Ah! What? The way. Oh, I can. What do you mean I can talk to it? Did you guys hear the laugh? I don't like him.
Excuse me, sir. Could you spare a shilling?
How is he enshrouded? What? How is he? I'm staring right at him and there's a light right there. How can I not see him? Sorry, I'm all out of coins. Here you are. Maybe if you showed me his face, I'd give you a coin. I don't know, man. I'm out of coins.
Apologies, but I'm all out of coins. Perhaps next time.
Spent them all at the pub, didn't you? I should have guessed.
It's Bill's VA.
I beg your pardon?
Just look at yourself. I may be a beggar, but even I feel sorry for you.
That sounds like Bill.
You. I know you.
Yes, that's right. I'm your biggest failure.
What are you talking about?
Come now, Miles, you're not completely stupid. You think finding and catching me is going to make things better?
I don't know. It might not, but at least I'll have closure.
Again with the lying to yourself. Let's say you do find me, and this grand chase
That cat is
finally
pissed.
ends. What do you do the next morning? You still have a dead partner, no real job. Your wife knows you've been keeping things from her. Even if you solve 100 cases, it won't relieve that empty feeling inside.
What's your point?
I'm all you've got, Miles. Once I'm gone, there'll be nothing left. So just admit it. You don't want to find me. Not really. Bad dreams?
You could say that.
But you slept. Good job.
My head. How many drinks did I have last night?
You're asking the wrong person. I was out after the first one.
It seems Miss Maxwell was right about the effects of spirits. Go figure.
Yeah, well, let's not make a habit out of it, all right?
That was so spooky! Okay. Case 2 down. Spooky ghosts. That's what I'm saving it as. Okay. We're gonna call it there. Expective spirits on spirits. Exactly. We're gonna call it there because I am very hungry, so I gotta go. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. It was a lot of fun. I love how I was like, maybe I'll play Genshin, but I got too sucked into playing that game. It's so good. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. I really appreciate it. It was just nice to see y'all, in general. But please take care. I hope you guys can have a good start to your weekend, as tomorrow is Friday. You guys might see me on Sunday. Perhaps. I'll let you guys know. If you want to know what's going on with me, you can check out my socials. And in the meantime, we're gonna raid somebody. Who are we gonna raid? Let's see. I think we're gonna raid Blanc. Blanc is playing, I believe, Mario Bon. I think he's playing Mario Bon. I'm pretty sure. Which I've never actually seen before, so this should be exciting. Blanc is a low-poly Italian linguist VTuber who has a cat on his head, and he's pretty cool. If you like language stuff I talk about, I'm sure you could learn way more from him. So yeah, I'm gonna give the raid message. You can use the raid message regardless if you are subbed or not, as there is no emotes of mine. Probably, I don't know if we're getting a special raid message tonight, as EB is currently cleaning his keyboard, but the usual one is right there. Once again, you can catch me again on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays, perhaps. Start times between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves. I had a great time sleuthing and investigating, and I will catch you guys again soon. Hell yeah. Let's start the raid. Let's do it. Thank you guys, as always, for being great, and I appreciate you all very much. Please take care. Yahoo! Enjoy Blanc, enjoy Mario Mon. It looks really cute. I already see a Delfino, so let's do it. Bye bye, everybody. Hee hee.